evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the online darts watch along for the 2026 PDC Premier League finals night. We do have, I'm going to click a couple of buttons here because we're not just a two-man team, we're actually a three-man team. We've got Dave in from across the pond, where I'm joined again, as we've been once or twice this year from across the pond and across the Pennines with Dan and Dave. I think we may get one or two other members of the team popping on and off throughout the evening. We are going to be here all the way through until somebody, one of the final four, will be lifting the trophy just in just a couple hours' time. It's not going to be long. Dan, Dave, first of all, how are you both? Are you well?
I'm good, mate. Finished work at 5, ran home, ate my tea, dealing with slight issues with the AirPods, so hopefully the microphone on the laptop's appropriate. But yeah, ready for the Premier League final. It's been a long time coming.
Good stuff. Dave, how are you all the way over there? Early finish from work? What time are you at? Give us a local check-in over there.
You know, it's 1:30. It was 1:30 about half an hour ago. I had a meeting for work. I'm like, all right, I got to get through this. So it ended up getting canceled. So I was like, great. So I get on early and everything. The second the stream starts, everything craps the bed. I just completely lose all my internet. So we're good now, I think. But
are you actually
well, yeah.
At work, Dave? You look like you're in an office.
I'm visiting my parents. I'm playing in a charity golf tournament tomorrow. So I've been all over the place. I got back from my honeymoon on Sunday, so my head is everywhere but where my feet are. So we're making it work. I'm happy to be here, though. This is going to be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it.
Good stuff. So a little bit of housekeeping, folks, first of all, because I know that you guys in the chat room are all over the planet. Like, we literally get people commenting and watching along from like virtually every continent. We've got, we have people from America, Australia, South America, all over Europe. Everybody is watching in a slightly different way. I'm not here to judge however you watch darts content, whether it's behind a paywall or not. So what I have tried to do is I've got in the center of the screen, you will see the live scores just here. So these are like what the PDC is posting. See, Beacon Rewind is in from New Zealand. Now, there are obviously going to be some delays. Some of us will see things slightly before others. Please let's not do spoilers in the chat room. We'll slip some reminders in throughout the course of the evening. But if we can avoid spoilers in the chat room, it keeps it fun for everyone. It makes the watch along a bit more fun. We're going to be using the live scores for timing. So if somebody wins a leg, checks something out, etc., like we're calling it off this screen that you see here with the live scores. So you may see it on your screen slightly ahead. Please don't spoil it in the chat room. And housekeeping, that's it. I suppose what we need to do, like, quick. Do you know what? I am not going to go through everyone in the chat room. Like, often we'll go all the way through it at the beginning of a stream and say hello to everyone that's in there. But like, there are that many people watching. It's a really busy stream tonight. I'm not going to be able to call everybody out. But what I can do, let me have a look as to how that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. We'll stick the chat room on the screen. I know it's not ideal with the overlay. So Max, when does it start? They are scheduling 7:15 UK time. So yeah, we're hoping for a 7:15 start.
When is it scheduled or when it actually starts? That's a two-pronged question.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm not sure whether now might be a good time for me to have a little play around with this. I wonder if I can get it zoomed in a little bit. I think I might be able to, but can I or not? Who knows? Let's have a.
I have faith in you, Dan. You can figure it out, mate.
Well, you see, there's a good chance that like all these things are slightly possible, but then it doesn't necessarily. How's that looking? Did that come in a little bit there?
Yeah, I think that looks pretty solid. I mean, we'll see when it gets started, but
I do have to ask you about this one comment that I've seen in the chat, Dan, just to see if it's fact or fiction.
Go on.
Apparently, you now have a Anthony Gordon photo on your dartboard. Is that true or false?
Do you know? I'm not that. They can have him. Like, doesn't like. Oh, so it's it's £40 million in it. Like in the positive when it comes to financial fair play. Like I have no real like problem with that. I think it's like they can have him.
For that price, you'd be daft not to. You're never getting that again.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
100%.
selling high at its finest. That is, I don't know, his valuation has ever been that high. I still don't think it is.
No, I think I don't like. Yeah, I mean, I've watched the guy play a lot of times. Like I've watched him play a lot. I don't think that. I mean, I don't think that's his value. I genuinely think they've got a really, really good price for him there. I think, I'll take that all day long. I'll take it all day long and twice on Sundays. Not a problem. I don't know if this is changing anything at all or looking better or worse. Suppose what we'll know when it starts, we'll see a little bit. Who knows?
We'll figure it out.
Don't
worry too much.
I don't know if you guys caught that. I don't know if you guys caught that opening that they had, like the little intro. That gave me some chills. That was pretty good. This guy's good at that stuff.
See, what's really unusual for me, and I suppose a lot of people watching this is watching it without any sound because I'm probably going to get in bother because the room that I stream from realistically is probably the only room in the house that hasn't got a TV in it. And with the way that I have to rig things up, like especially when I'm clicking around for it, I have to have that window up and that window up and all these other different bits and pieces on. And I ended up like moving a TV from elsewhere. I'm relatively well set up. The TV I've brought in here is probably slightly big for what I'm trying to achieve. So Alan, we reckon. So the schedule start time is 1:15. Realistically, like that ain't happening. Like I mean, so I don't know where everyone else is at, but I've got Wayne and Webby and Emma chatting on the stage. We've just cut to the practice board where Gezi is just having a little chuff. I don't know
away from Gezi, so I think I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you.
I'm pretty much with you. Simpson. I'm at the same. I almost said Dan, and it just wouldn't make any sense. I may have to go by last name tonight.
Yeah, it makes no sense that you are that far away and we're at about the same point. It's
the deal. They got the deal with Peacock here. It's great.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a pretty good sell. What we haven't done yet, between us guys on here and everybody in the chat room, don't forget, folks, in order to get involved in the chat, and please do. Because like the more we can get people involved in the chat and having a bit of crack, the more we'll have to talk about. Especially because we will have a gap between the semi-finals and the final that we'll be trying to do a bit of filler and keep everything going.
We'll touch on plenty.
But predictions, guys. First of all, 2 semi-finalist winners, and who's going to lift the trophy? Like Dan, I'll come to you first. Who's going to win?
Do we need scores, or are we just predicting who wins?
You can go scores if you want.
Let's have a. Was it best of 19 the first one, and then best of 21?
Yeah, best of 19 in the semis, best of 21 in the finals.
This is where you get all your knowledge, guys. So we just need to make sure we at least know what the score.
For those who are bad at maths, that means it's first to 10 in the opening round, first to 10 in the semis.
I think Little is going to edge Gezi out 10-7. I mean, Gezi is due one, let's be honest, but I just don't think it's the night where he'll have that. I think Humphreys will beat Johnny 10-9. I think that's going to go to the depth. We'll have the boring Luke versus Luke match up in the final. And And I am going to pick Humphreys to be victorious 10-8. However, after seeing the semi-finals, I might well change that prediction, but that's what I'm going to see at the start of the night.
Good man. Dave, what are you thinking, pal?
Man, I've gone with like every permutation in my head all week. I am going to go. I think Price does it. I'm going to go 10-8 Price. Kind of insane for a guy we've barely seen play outside of the Premier League in the last month or two, but I don't know. This just feels a little different. I can't explain it. I think he's someone who maybe needs a little more motivation, and I think this is something he's going to get up for. And then I'll go. I like the way Coolhand's playing, so I'm going to go Humphreys, and I'm going to go Humphreys to defend in the final. So I'll take him. I'm going to take Humphreys 10-6 over Clayton. And I'll take him 11-9 over Price in the final to defend and go back to back. And how many would he be the third to go back to back?
Third, I believe, yeah.
Okay.
After the big two, it's a small club, and there was only Phil and Michael, I believe, that have gone back to back.
Yeah, I am going against. I have from January 18-1 on Gezi to win the Premier League. So I'm hoping that comes through.
Speaking of odds, and do gamble responsibly, folks. If you decide to have a 50 pence or anything on the, please make sure you gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. But I took a message in our group this morning because I could not believe in a 4-horse race on a Thursday night, given how he's played this year, that Johnny Clayton was 9-1. I just thought that was incredible value.
I'm curious. We'd have to dig. Maybe this is. We'll have plenty of time. Who's the last person? And this is shorter. This is only a semi and a final to beat both Lukes en route to a title. I'm curious if that's ever happened.
Great question.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Come on, chat, help us out.
Van Veen didn't do it at the Euros, did he? It's like the last major winner I can think of.
I'm not. So the easiest way to find that out is to look at anything Littler hasn't won in the last 2 years.
Process of elimination.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, because he couldn't have beat. Because the problem is, whenever Littler hasn't won something, it's generally been Humphreys. No,
did Decker do it?
Who did Dimmy didn't beat him in the Players' Championship Finals 24, did he? I know he beat Luke Humphreys in the final. I don't think anyone's ever done it. I don't think anybody's ever beaten both of them to win a title. It's one or the other, and someone else has taken care of it. I tell you what, it's looking lively in the O2, isn't it?
It's looking good.
It is. Yeah,
it's looking very lively. And Lou Dog is underway. We've got Gezi Price walking out first.
I'm trying to find the sweet spot on the television where I can have a little bit of volume, but it doesn't come through my laptop at the same time. I don't think it exists, if I'm honest.
No, I'm afraid, mate. I think we're pretty doomed. What I'm looking to see is, I was looking to see if I could get some subtitles, just to help me out a little bit. But Gezi in white this evening. It's a very. I know he's got the Wales flag on his back under his name. Does anybody else think that looks a lot like an England shirt?
It's not far off. It would be confusing if he wore it at the World Cup, wouldn't it?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice. It's clearly his Premier League final shirt because it looks like it's got all of the different venues sort of written, sort of watermarked into the back of it. So it looks like it's got all the Premier League venues from this year. It's a nice shirt, but it looks an awful lot like an England shirt, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's no green.
And then Littler's just looking business as usual in the standard.
Yeah, it's interesting, I just think, and I find it really difficult to back against him. The only time I ever did, and I genuinely think if the format was the same, right, in the finals as it was the rest of it, if we were playing first to six, I'd have banged a sensible amount of money on Johnny Clayton at 9-1. Over that short format, because I think the moment you extend it to first to 10, you just allow the only flaw in Littler's game. The only flaw is sometimes he can start slow, and that means that first to six you can get him.
And I think Johnny's excellence on the outer ring is so hard to maintain for 20 legs. Like doing it for 10 or 11, it's super impressive, and he's managed it a lot. But when you double that match length, the slip-ups are going to start to happen, and that's when I think, his scoring has been good this season. The bigger scorers catch up with him.
He's got a heavy. He's got a lot. I know he's been down there a couple of days, Luke. They had the media day yesterday. I think he was down. I think he drove down Monday night, perhaps. I spoke to his old fella earlier in the week, and I think there's a big clan down there. It's not sometimes he just travels with a couple, immediate family, girlfriend, but I think there is a big. He certainly made the most of his allowance in the friends and family area, I think, at the O2.
He's I could be looking into it. It looked like he was at the first visit, maybe not now. He's setting a little bit, Littler. Like it was just a touch of a pause when he brings it up more than usual. Something to watch. I could be reading into it, but
I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well, because we don't get the opportunity to do it as much. But I'm going to give Lewis absolutely loads and loads and loads of credit after. And I don't even really want to say a shaky start, but after getting quite a bit of stick early doors, the last few weeks of the Premier League has been absolutely superb. Like I know we couldn't hear it tonight, and we couldn't play it through. So not everyone's heard it on this stream. But yeah, he's been absolutely tremendous, Lewis, in recent times. I'm going to have a little shake around with this.
I've just seen the first three darts just for timing. So
and we've got it now. They're in the middle, but for very frustrating reasons, I've got a Europe car advert right in the middle, and I don't know if I can get rid of it or keep it off. And I'm just trying to have I will, folks, I promise. I might need to actually zoom out a little bit now we've got the scores nice and big. I wasn't sure what that was going to look like. 1, 2, 5. Let's go 110, see what that looks like. Well, that's all right, isn't it?
That works.
That's all right. I think we can maybe come up a little bit. That's my webcam. We don't want that. Oh, bugger off.
Yeah, there's just a little, just like a touch of a pause in the Littler throw, which we've seen him do before. It's nothing crazy. Just interesting.
I'll come out a bit further, actually. Bloody thing.
Taking the first leg on tops.
Pull the throw, that, innit?
Nervy first leg. Can't remember the last time I saw Price hit a single one going for tops.
It's a nice hold, that, though, isn't it? You just hold on to your throw. You haven't had to do anything too exceptional. And you get a chance to put them under pressure, going second in the next leg.
I think we finally cracked it there.
180 from the pair of them.
Yeah, it's looking for all the world like a breaker throw, though, this, isn't it?
Wow.
I mean, if you're Gerwin Price with the recent record against Littler, you absolutely don't want to be letting them break you without pressure by the looks of what's about to happen as well. It couldn't possibly go any worse, really, could it?
No, and when you're on 205 and you've got your opponent's on tops opening up, what has he hit there? He's hit 199. Eh? I shall enjoy watching the replay of whatever on earth that visit was.
No, I think the live scores messed up because on my screen,
I was going to say
I'm on 25.
Yeah, I was like, is my behind? What's happening? Yeah, they had that wrong.
What time traveled to in front of the live scores for a second, which
really I was so confused.
I'm glad we're using just before you give us all too much stick, folks. We are using the official PDC live score here. Like this is not an online darts live score facility that we've knocked up. So this is the official PDC. So yes, the reason we went in, we had a double 12 from Gerwin Price. Or a double
the first two doubles we've seen Price throw was at tops, he hit single one, and at double 12, he hit double 9.
Yes, well, I worried for Luke Littler tonight as soon as I saw the Bet365 Super Boost. And the moment I saw that Super Boost, I thought, oh dear. And then I thought I'd tempt fate twice and have a look and max it out and see. And if this 137 goes from Gezi out, I think that'll pretty much have written me off. We'll be away. Mind you, there's the first one. Oh, he's done it.
There's a big fish there, mate. Don't worry, he'll it.
I tell you, yeah, it's a mountain to climb, though. It's a mountain to climb that now.
Oh, my
I mean, that's got to feel good for Gezi, though, to get that breaker throw back in that fashion as well.
He took a little pause. Oh, yeah.
You don't look daft if you pause and hit it, though, do you? It's
nope, that was dead center.
It's composed when you pause and hit. It's a lack of composure if you pause and miss.
Yeah, I can't stand when guys pause. I don't know. I know that's personal preference. Rob Cross drives me nuts.
Rob Cross is the one I never like. I just don't think it changes his game at all, though. I think it's just built in.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 10 seconds between each on a 3-dart finish.
Good right of the hand on the leg.
Kick the Aki 7 times.
Yeah. And this looks like unless Price does something wrong, a rather comfortable hold of throw.
Leveling the game up. Oh, Phil Bowers is watching along. Oi, from the 2. He's down there. It's a Desmond.
Tell you what, a big 13 gap in the averages there early doors.
Yeah, it's a big gap.
Stinker Littler leg.
I mean, it's early doors yet. The one he will shake that right up, but
there is it's a bit. But this is what I said. Like, believe it or not, so those first two, like Littler going 2-0 up and the breaker throw, like that was mistakes from Price. That. Like this is what I think lots of people predicted, I think, as the slow start from Littler. This is, this isn't the big averages. This is some loose starts. Like I said all along, I expect him to start slowly. I don't expect him to race ahead.
Look where he left, Mr. Simpson.
Here's your big pitch, Dad.
What he's left.
Come on. Come on.
Oh. If this goes in, that's my bet off. Can't drink.
Is that a look at bull if he's left 49?
He can't.
There's a 1 somewhere, isn't there? It could be.
Did he go 2 troubles?
Gezi.
Oh, no.
It's still on.
Oh, Dan, he did.
There's still a chance.
Oh, it was a look at the bull as well. I've just caught it on my screen.
Is Littler? They're not the Gen 1s, are they? Are they the new set?
I'm not sure.
We
If
need
anyone
BB.
can see better than me. Gezi Price is a man where we never have to have a conversation about his equipment, isn't he?
He just likes to keep it simple for us that pretend that we know what we're talking about.
The aluminum stems.
No, they're not. They're the newer ones. I'm not sure, about those darts. I did say the day he could chuck nails and it'd be fine, but
Is it break after 10?
Is it break after 10?
Surely
Yes.
it is.
Oh, fair.
Got to be.
I don't know. I'm just so used to 5. I thought it was 5.
Yes, that's why I've had that moment there. I was like,
Right. Hopefully he leaves 138 here, Luke, when he goes. Guess he'll miss 3 at the tops. Dear me. Dear me indeed.
he lit 25 on purpose, mate. Oh.
Oh, no
Boy.
way. There's no way. This is going to be a fun sweat. I'm enjoying this already.
3-3.
Your money.
See,
Yeah, I am curious if Littler does swap, if he starts falling behind at all. I can't remember a time we've seen him do that.
Is first to 10 the point at which we attach less importance at first to 10 on winning the ball and having the throw than we do first to 6? Is there just more time for the game to develop and
you're just less
things
likely to have
both ways?
A one-leg margin when it's such
I would say so. I think if for both players to hold every leg, we're either witnessing some exceptional darts or some terrible doubling over 20 legs. Probably a combination of both.
What's he left 1-3-4 for? It's a ridiculous leave.
He's going to take it out now.
If he puts 1-3-4, I'm going to be fuming. I'm going to be absolutely gutted.
He's got all the time in the world, this leg, hasn't he?
You're right. This is it. There's no pressure on that, is there?
So if you're Gezi, and if you were only going into this like midway break 5-5, for argument's sake, are you a bit concerned, given how well you're playing, the fact you haven't been able to turn that into an advantage on the scoreboard, or are you just happy with the way you're playing? What do you think the mindset will be?
Oh, do you know, that's an interesting question. And I think if when you've popped the big check out, Littler's done very little, in terms of banging away and doing something box office. It's a really sort of, let's be honest, it's an average performance so far from Littler. Yeah. And you don't get many of these, you don't get many average performances. And if you can't take advantage of it, because it's unlikely, it might happen, but it is unlikely that he's going to come out the break worse. He generally benefits from, going off, coming back and switching his head on a little bit. So
I just can't stop thinking about the match play. Like just with the first to 10 and him, if he's sluggish, like I just could not fathom how he kept bailing himself out at the match play.
So many times he was so far behind,
It was like every round.
He just gave everyone a
5-0,
basically, didn't he? Just
5-0 down, 5-0 down. I remember speaking. Like I was lucky enough to be there for it all, and I spoke to his mum at like 5-0 down, and the despair that woman, what he was putting that poor woman through.
She's like, he hates us. Clearly doesn't care for our
big
cardiac,
148 for him.
Cardiac health.
You pop this in, son. Nah, that's no good.
No.
He does that.
Right.
He does that. I mean, I still make him favourite in this leg.
This would be big for Price if he gets
it. It would, but again, it just ties the game. Gerwin Price. But he's having to do this. It's worrying, though, that he's having to do this to stay level.
I mean, he's playing his bollocks off just to stay in the match.
Yeah. And Littler hasn't got started yet.
No.
Oh my God,
Littler hasn't warmed up. And guess he's having to, pop a huge performance in, yeah, just to keep going.
You got it second dart, yeah. With the triple. Wow. I mean, yeah, that's like, I just think everyone's aware that at this point, you're going to need some ton plus. You're going to need the scoring. Like, if you even want to be in it, this is what you need. And if you're priced, like, great, you've got it to a race to 6. You've clung on. Like, you literally, I think I said this a week or two ago. You have to cling on for dear life and then hope he just poops his pants so you can just nick one off him late. And that's how you're going to beat him.
This is a big leg, 60 lead. This is a real chance to steal one just before the break, I think. Shows what I know.
But you're right, in terms of timing, like this is, could you get a more perfectly timed break if you're going to nick one? Get it just before the break.
Why has he left that? How has that happened?
Well,
I think he had to be fair. He went treble 5, second dart, looking at the score.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he's just locked in on the triple.
Oh, this 164.
Yeah,
wouldn't hurt
Mr.
me.
Simpson would be appreciative.
Wouldn't hurt me. Go on, there's it.
Oh,
You missed the bloody goal for it. Man
it's a
alive.
big 70.
Don't even tell me I'm gonna hear it click the wire of the ball when he does it.
Big dart.
This goes, by the way. Oh
wow!
That really surprises me. That really surprised me. I did not think he was going to miss that. 2 at double 10 now. There you go. Only needs 1.
I think against anyone else in the world, Price probably hits that. I just think there's that shadow of Luke hanging over him.
So now, and that's it's already in his head now, Gezi, isn't it? Like the best he can do is level. The best he can do at the break is level, and it's all Luke Littler will be thinking like I can get one here. I can get over him.
I mean, let's be honest. At 95, that's Littler's COD game. Realistically, it's not me.
He's not playing very well here. He's not playing very well, but he's doing. I mean, he's not even doing the right things at the right time. He's doing just enough to just keep Gezi at bay.
But it still feels like he's hanging on.
His throw, I'm telling you,
chances to punish him.
Am I the only? His throw just looks slightly uncomfortable. Just like, I don't know. It doesn't look as free flowing as usual. It's just a touch of a pause.
Oh, you clever young man.
163. What is going on?
You clever little chap.
It was off a 180. To be fair, he had no shot else. What can he do?
I think he had a smirk. I think he knew he was doing that anyway.
This is really important now.
Yeah.
What was that? He hadn't left the bogey like in his career.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, 1 dart at it.
I gotta see if I can find that.
This is the match. This.
Oh my
chance! If Luke takes this,
high again.
Real sucker punch.
That 180 looked. I know you've had you've been having a look at that throw. That 180 was as clean as a whistle, and it was the throw. The action was perfect. Like it was absolute. There you go.
I can't wait.
Oh my word! Wait till you see that throw at tops from Gezi.
Oh wow!
That's nearly hit the 20 sign.
You're gonna get you up in the northeast, that done.
I catch it.
Holy hell!
It's
Whoa!
Oh, Littler's giving it big, and as well, he knows
someone.
That big.
Oh, he gave a guan.
See, this
FDI. Thank you.
This is one of the you see, and I know that double was a mile away, but you can see Gezi giving it the big, you can see him taking a little bit of time to collect his darts. He's moving around the stage. Luke, that is like him getting fired up there and getting to the crowd. Like Gezi does not look happy at all.
Do you think Littler's just comfortable? The fact that he knows he's in Price's head. He just knows he has that onside already.
Yeah, I'm half what whilst we're doing the watch, I'm not focusing on the screen as much as I normally will, because I'm looking at the scores here. I'm talking to you guys. So and in my I am getting a few messages and people are getting in touch, and I'm getting inbox. So and there is some accusations of Price maybe leaning into the dark arts a little bit, being a bit slow on his retrieval. Just not quite playing as he normally perhaps would. And sometimes when Luke will, the reason for that at the end is perhaps that Luke's aware of it, he's managing it, and he's then done that. And that is, I think, Luke, whilst it doesn't look like Gezzy's giving him it, because he's not giving it the guans and flexing, but I think if he is giving it a bit of that, and there's a bit of the dark arts going on, then that's probably why Luke's giving one there and really lit up the stage. But good on him.
I think Littler gets up more playing Price than Humphreys, because there's just like that antagonism, just a little bit, and a little bit of that. I don't know. There's more fireworks when they play, just because of the way Gezzy acts, and it brings more of this out of Luke than Humphreys does.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It's very interesting. I think I'm more at this point. It feels like it's going to be a bit of a procession. That break of throw, we said about when it would be an amazing time for Gezzy to nick that break and then hold it, but that was, it almost feels like a crushing blow that from Luke, doesn't it? Like he's now over halfway, and I know it's only, it's not a dead long for, but he's over halfway. The finishing line's in sight. 10 looks quite far away from 4, but it doesn't look very far from 6, does it?
Especially if Little holds the first leg of the next session, which he throws first in, then it's 7-4. There's that gap.
A couple of shout outs in the chat room. We are truly global today. I said that we are representing all continents on the watch along today. Now, Dave on the stream is in North America, but we had Be Kind Rewind shouted up earlier in New Zealand. Antoinette is in from South Africa. We know there's a few messages in the chat room of people that are in Europe. I think we've got Oceania, we've got Europe, we've got North America. I think the only ones we haven't got confirmed. So if you are watching on, please shout it in the chat room so I can tick it off at least. But we need somebody somewhere in Asia, and there's got to be somebody in South America somewhere. So if you're in Asia or South America, please shout up in the chat room. Don't forget, folks, you do need to be subscribed to the channel to comment in the chat. We will be getting a bit more involved in the chat between games, because obviously we've got a bit of time to kill. We can't play anything from Sky loudly, so we'll do some question and answers. We'll do some other bits and pieces in the chat room, so make sure you're subscribed. Have we got anyone yet? Has anyone shouted up for me? There's got to be someone in the UAE. In fact, I know we've got people regularly viewing from Singapore and a couple of other countries.
Darts is huge in Asia now as well, isn't it? Like, it's massive.
Yeah, so I know that I was last time I was in. Was it Minehead? I think it was Minehead, and when I was in Blackpool, definitely the match play last year. I bumped into somebody. English guy, but watches us pretty religiously from Singapore.
Nice.
I'm gonna hot take. I think whether the World Cup or Worlds, we're gonna get a deep run from an Asian country. They were winning a boatload of matches last year. They made some good runs at the World Cup. It's coming. It's coming. That continent is seriously growing with the sport.
We might have a look at the World Cup between games later on. So maybe between the semis and the final one, we've got plenty of time. I think we might even have a little look at the Euro Tour this weekend. The draw's out for that, so we'll be able to at least have a little bit of a chat about something that's coming up fairly soon.
That was a
Could be
very
interesting.
routine
Where is
one.
Phil? Phil Bars, the hardest working man in darts, is in the O2. I think he's watching along. He's dropped in the chat room. It depends. I don't know, Reese. Maybe Liverpool does count as another. I think there are people in Liverpool that certainly would rather be considered from another country. Never mind them.
Careful what you say with that one, Dan. We don't want to make enemies for life.
No, I managed to marry a Scouse, didn't I? I managed to I've got one in the house somewhere, and my kids all carry half of that lineage. So I can.
This is not looking good for Gezzy, what we're witnessing right now.
I did want a quick shout out to FDI in the chat earlier. Said that 163 was Littler's second bogey on TV in 12 months.
Oh,
that's
Lendl, that is a gorgeous statistic. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thank you very much.
What a lovely statistic.
That's what the people tune in for.
FDI is well. I mean, I was on it Monday night. Just so if you're not using it, please everybody go and do.
I'm happily subscribed.
Yeah, honestly, it's worth it. I was looking for a stat on Monday night, and I managed to produce like stats that made me look like I know far more than I actually do. It's very, very convenient. He is absolutely flying, and this is getting away too quick from Gerwin Price.
I mean, if he wins this leg, it's done. Pretty much. Like
8-4.
9-4.
If only he could.
I can't say get
something out. Pressure's off now, innit? Like, so just get something checked. That's no use.
Yeah, you need a big check out. I forgot that.
No, I need to come back and score 40 or something. Like against 317, right? Just right. Why doesn't he come back and score 11? Leave the big fish. Like, just come back. Oh,
what?
Wait, what? That's got to be an issue on the app.
I'm referring to my screen.
That's got to be a scoring error.
Let's see.
Surely.
He hasn't bust 181.
He did not bust 181. That's wrong.
I'm just watching now. No, he definitely did.
150. Hang on.
It's not 150.
He's at 86 on my screen.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Again, folks.
Littler has 86.
Not our fault.
The official PDC scoring. And do you know what? I genuinely thought, well, as long as, let's be honest, like other live scores are available for, like there are other live scores. I thought, all right, this will be perfect.
Is the blow updating this just on the beers, like as we go? Like
they're in the venue. Like this is pulled from, like this is the scoreboard that's in the arena. Like, it's the same data. Like that. This is that data. 9-4. Like this is the leg. Yeah. He's going to have to take the. This is the last chance I've got. This is the last chance I've got. Yeah, it's Phil Bars scoring this. Is he in the venue? Phil is in the venue, but if he is there, yeah, is someone giving the scoring button?
You need not the best visitor yet.
This is remarkable.
Yeah. Right, come on, Luke.
I mean, how quick has this game progressed since the break?
No! The worst time for a 180. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's pissed this game now, and he's absolutely pissed it.
He broke Gezzy in that first session, I think.
Well, that's he's lifted that average to 102, and it's just swung. Like what we earlier on, we saw Luke 97, Gezzy 102, and then it just swung the exact opposite way. And it went from Luke just holding Gezzy back to just, Gezzy could do nothing with him in the end.
Unless he starts messing about on his doubles. We know he sometimes does that.
Well, he's got 3 at his favourite for the match.
Oh.
Well, if Gezzy takes this actually gives me another go at a big checkout, doesn't it? There you go.
All right. Wow. What's that? 5 match darts to save your bet?
Giving me lifelines.
Oh,
Luke's going to be investigated
if you win this,
Dan Simpson wins now.
Mm-hmm. Dan's going to be taken out in handcuffs before the second semifinal.
What do I need to remind? Oh, right. What? So I need 138 or more. That's what I need him to check out. 138 or more.
How many legs in a row would Price need to win before we go like, ooh?
I'm not
9-7,
worried in the slightest until 9-0.
Fair.
Because, I mean, what's he missed? Is that 5, 6? Is it 6 match starts he's missed?
I mean, this is a break. If he holds next one, it's 9-7. That's quite. I'm just trying to create some drama in my head, I think, more than anything.
No, I think, yeah, it's reasonable to try and do so. This could be nice. This could work. 3-3-4.
Yep. Pumping a 180.
Oh,
okay.
oh, no,
441.
He's still got a chance there, though.
Got next leg.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going about it all wrong, but even at 140 will be okay.
As long as Price doesn't. Oh, Price.
I mean,
170.
So he must have went 25 to try to go 25 to leave 60.
To leave 60. It's got to be almost more demoralizing for Price that this is Littler's B game. Like this isn't. We're not going to remember this performance in a few months.
No, absolutely
and he's still not even touching him.
And to be honest, Dave, I think that almost sums up this year's Premier League. Like it's a year of Premier League action that happened, but we're not going to be looking back on this. Like we're not going to. No, at no point are we going to be sat in a few years' time going, Ian, do you remember the 2026 Premier League? What are you like? We're just going to go, yeah. We'll remember who wins it. I think any one of these 4 winning it is a story. Like Humphries defending is a story, being the third man to do so. Littler again because he's sweeping up potentially. We know that there's you can call it the Triple Crown, the Grand Slam, whatever anybody wants to call it, but doing it within a 12-month period is a bit different. And holding everything at once, this means he holds everything at once, at least until Blackpool anyway. And I think Gezi or Johnny winning is a story.
I don't know what Hugh just told. I don't know if it was something about the way he was walking back.
Sorry, I was listening, Dan. I'm just trying to because he's getting.
I know. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Hugh was given.
Well, this is. I said I have been getting. I'm reliably informed that Gezi's been playing the dark arts all the way through the game.
Did anyone just see him as Littler was throwing, go to the crowd and he just did the hardest 170 like big fish cast. That you'll see that on social. He's like lost his mind.
But no,
he hit a 180 and did a big fish.
But it's worked, doesn't it? Because at the minute he's like,
yeah, he's putting in work.
He's back in the game, isn't he? Like
it gets to 9-7 with Littler throw on, that becomes a very big hole to throw.
He hit the big fish to leave 35 the leg prior, and I wonder if that's what Hugh, like he did the celebration as Littler was throwing. Maybe that was it, and then he hit a 180 after Hugh told him off and does it again.
But it again while Littler was throwing.
He like put his back into it. His leg was at his ear. Like he was really into
but
that.
I tell you what, Littler's fell off a cliff here. Like his average slipped back down. It is.
And he's only kicked off with a 58.
It's very strange.
This would be remarkable.
It's very strange. But it's Gezi that looks like all of the sort of. It is Gezi that looks to have like all the nervous energy and all that, like, but he's just managing to. What he's doing at the minute is take advantage of when Luke's not playing well, which he hasn't done at any point earlier in the game.
Once it actually gets close, though, will Gezi lose? Will the pressure come into it? Yeah, he's playing with house money at the minute, isn't he?
Seen that too many times to be tricked by it.
Oh, this is big.
88.
Don't want to say it has to go, but oh my word!
Now it's a game. 90. Gezi thrown to me against 9.
Game of darts, this, isn't it? It's a game of darts, this now.
This
Now-
is good.
Oh,
My word.
do you know what? I'll concede this. This is going a bit nervy, isn't it? This is
It was
going
on the
to the end.
Oh no, it was on
This happened last time with the scorer. The scorer hasn't started yet. Is he getting told again?
I
right,
don't
he's
think
throwing
so.
now.
I've nearly caught up on my watching. Just 100. Can Luke punish?
No, I think he's just taking some time.
40. He's good. Yeah, he's good.
Huge.
It's exactly the sort of leg Littler wins this, isn't it? Just to like go away. Like I've like
I had it under control.
I know you've got this, but now he's only 60 behind now. He's potentially one dart depending on where that dart is. But the 95, he moves. He moves 40. He's just making inroads.
He's going to leave the fish here for you, Mr. Simpson.
I mean, he can leave 138, 139.
Whoa!
Oh, Gezzy, go on.
And let's not.
Oh my word!
Oh,
well, yeah.
He has
124 again. 124 again. If he hits this, I can't wait to see the celly. If either of them hit it,
Bull. Score, come on.
Outside. This can't.
I mean, if this goes in, he's going to crowd surf.
No.
Right, this is big for Gezzy. 1-12. Has he got it?
And he's hit the bull, Dan. Even worse. Oh my goodness!
This is mad.
This is remarkable.
Didn't expect this at all.
Oh my god!
I can't honestly as well. It's worth shouting out that when Gezzy hit that 180 in that last leg, the amount he was giving it big licks as well. Like he is really giving it some. How do you hold your throw? How do you hold your throw to win? Hang on, that's it. Yeah, 20, only 100. Like he's well behind already.
Needs a trebleless.
Imagine if this is the 9. Nope.
Not quite.
Ooh.
Needs a treble. Oh, that's
No
a little
trouble.
It's a door back into the leg, that.
Needs at least 2.
Possibly.
Not
he needs at
get
least
it.
2. No.
Needs 1.
Gezzy, he's just not put the squeeze on at the right time. Those trebleless visits, he gave it huge before this last leg, and as he let all the adrenaline out, do you think before this? There you.
Oh, Dan, come on! This would be incredible.
Might not need it. This needs to really be full.
Oh,
it's not enough. I don't think
he's going to need double trouble. If the 246 might have to go in 6.
Nah,
definitely has to go in 6. Okay,
not his favorite. Not his favorite.
Not his favorite. That's my bet. Dead. Can't win. Double 16.
Wow, 1-6. That could be huge if he gets a shot.
Even more match darts.
If he gets a
there
shot.
You go.
He's taking it. Oh, I need to see the celly on this one.
Well, not the highest quality, but a very enjoyable first match in the end for what looked like it was going to be a runaway victory.
Yeah, regardless of we didn't see maybe the highest of standard. You couldn't complain about sporting entertainment, could you? You have been entertained by that game. It was very good, very nice game of darts.
Plus checkouts from Gezzy. Was it 3 in the end? I think 3 he got.
Yes. Right, I'm just going to have a little click around and see.
In the interest of debate, do we think Littler winning 1 leg for him in the final compared to running away with it 10-4? Has it kind of got his feet wet? Or would he have rather just had less time on the stage and be chilling?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
My knee-jerk take is to say not good because he's probably going to get back there, and after 10 minutes, the adrenaline wears off and he's going to feel spent. But
I mean, it was very, very friendly after the game. You know, it was whilst they both gave it a lot during the game. The moment that game was finished, and they were sort of embracing on the stage, it was very, very friendly between the two of them. It was.
I think they respect each other's attempts to wind each other up. I think they all know it's in competitive spirit. I don't think them to have any bad feelings. I think Littler knows Price is going to try and get at him, and I think Price quite likes that Littler has a little go back.
Oh, I tell you what, there's a good stat.
Go on.
That is Luke Littler's, and this is absurd, right? That's his 17th straight win in TV semi-finals.
Bonkers.
He's won his last 17 TV semi-finals in a row.
I mean, that's just a silly stat. Like that.
He doesn't really lose semi-finals. The only semi-final you can really find that he's lost in outside of the Pro Tour is the World Youth Championship last year. He either goes out in the first round or he wins it.
Yeah, you've got to get him early.
Yeah, that's 17 semi-final wins in a row. Remarkable.
Format thing.
The longer a game goes, the less chance you've got.
Which is funny to say because tonight it almost worked against him. I'd be curious to see his record in the longer format matches. Like, how many of them was he in the lead when someone got to 6 legs? Because there's a lot where he was losing when his opponent got to 6 first, and then he'd win. Didn't happen tonight, but it happens a lot, and that's just where the format helps him so much because he can start slow.
So, next game, Johnny Clayton and Luke Humphries. I managed to get that. Hey, look at that. I managed to actually get it on the screen as well. Without too much messing about. Let's have a look at the statistics. We can get the head up. It's a real mixed bag, the head-to-head, this, A real mixed bag. They take it in turns, beating each other, Clayton and Humphries. But what it seems to be is they you go on a little what's nice watch? Sorry, I got distracted by Sky Sports have put Watchfinder adverts on, and I got a little bit distracted by it. Yeah, I think this could be a cracker. It could be a cracker, or like either one of them could play amazing, or either one of them could not turn up. I fear. I
think Humphries is turning up. I think if we had this conversation 6-7 weeks ago and we could forecast the future, I'd be like, oh, Johnny will batter Humphries. But that last month of what we've seen on the Premier League, I just hope he hasn't give it his all before the big night, spent himself too much in getting there and he hasn't got anything left. But I fear for Johnny in this one, given the season he's had and the decline we've seen from Johnny and Humphries' rise. I can't see how Clayton wins this.
Yeah, I feel like the shortcomings, they have different shortcomings. Like what you would expect if either of them lost, the reason why are different. Johnny has spells where his scoring is just kind of all over the place, and then he's at a leg where he just needs to hit like a 1-2-1 or something like that to kind of save himself, save some face and steal the leg. Whereas for Luke, like the story was for the first, 14 weeks that he couldn't find a double. He could not find any sort of consistent finishing, and it cost him. The scoring never really left his game. His scoring's been pretty much there all throughout. So it is interesting that the dichotomy between what the struggles may look like for each of them. Now, after I say that, I'm sure it'll flip, but that's what I'll be keeping an eye on, is if Johnny can consistently stay on that 20 segment, and if Luke can, get that first double to go in and have his finishing be the way it's been for the last month or so.
So, question in the chat room, Lendel's in asking, it's a nice question this, and everyone in the chat room can get involved. What will Clayton and Humphries average in the next game? So we've had predictions of who we think is going to win and who's going to. I quite like that. Who do we think is going to, or what do we think both those players are going to average?
I'll make a note of them as well so we can check at the end.
I will say, I'm going to say 10 plus for Humphreys. I know it's tough with a longer format. I'll give him a 101. And I will give Clayton a 96. I think Humphreys, I believe I said earlier, he wins 10-6.
So that was Humphreys 101.
Yep.
Okay.
I will say Clayton 90. If we're rounding up, if we're doing round numbers, 98.
What do you have it to the 100th decimal point, Mr. Simpson?
97.5. 97.5.
0.5 what? I need one more.
99.55. Yeah, that'll do.
If one of us hits one of those.
97.55 for Johnny Clayton.
Yeah.
And Luke Humphreys 101.2 straight.
Okay. I'm not being fancy with decimals. I said Humphreys 103 and I had Clayton 98. However, because of James Wade's average logic, that will be a really close competitive game despite the fact.
Correct, yes. Applying the wading theory. The theory of wading.
Yeah. Wade's theory on the law of averages.
Or the bunting theory, depending on which way you're looking at it.
Yeah, especially if you've watched this year's Premier League. That could, it's been a rough one. How many? So here's another question, and we'll come back to averages because we've got them recorded. We'll mark them at the end. Here's a question. I only want the answer to this question in one numerical value, so just one number, right? How many of this year's Premier League 8 are in the Premier League next year? Let's say, for example, and I know there might be changes in format and it could be 10 or whatever, but let's say there's 8. How many of these 8 are in the 8 next year, do you think?
6.
Hold on, I'm looking. Sorry. I'm going to say 5. I have a very uncomfortable one that people are not going to like, that I don't think should. I don't know.
I think I know what you.
I don't think he should be back, but he probably will be because I'm not an idiot. And we know exactly who we're talking about.
That Humphrey stat has been on the screen as well. See, everybody uses FDI, even Sky Sports. Humphreys has only averaged under 95.
That's a
once.
That is ridiculous.
In the 31 Premier League matches he's played this year. No, I think I'm going to agree with you, Dave, on that. Now, what I'm going to say is my answer is 6. I think it should, by all rights, and certainly where I think people are going to be ranked when it comes to the cutoff and on all selection time, I think it probably should be 5. But I believe that the person you will be referring to will be given one more year. I think they'll be given one more year in the Premier League as they slide down the rankings.
What if it gets like my thing is, it's May. We still have we have so many darts to play, and if it
could be outside the top 20.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying just watching him, if it gets worse and worse, and early knockouts in these big TV events where everyone's watching, including the world's, like, how do you justify that? Where was
Barney his last year in the Premier League.
Just gonna grab a quick water, boys, while we.
Oh yeah. As long as you need, mate.
That is a good question. Let me see if I can find that, or if someone in the chat has it.
Yeah, if someone in the chat knows. Now, I'm not saying he was outside the top 20, but I don't think he was. In fact, I don't know where Glenn Durham was when in 2020. He might have been. He was certainly outside the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 27th or 28th ish. So what we think when Barney was last in it, and that was for all intents and that was a retirement tour. That was that was. Thank you very much for your services to darts. Thank you for what you've given us and what you've done so far. And I think a similar, especially if, and we do expect it to happen. We've had it confirmed 28th, and we do expect the amount of players to go up. So I think it's perhaps different if we that's it. It wasn't in the top 10. So there is form, there is form for picking outside of that. And I genuinely believe, especially if the numbers go up to 10 or 12, that we will see one last year of Michael Van Gerwen. I don't know. I think this year might be the last year for a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did. This is, like you said, last year, he's not going to have a choice on some of these. Some of these, he's just not going to. He's not going to be there, whether he likes it or not. Yeah, no. And like you guys said on the, you've been saying it on the live lounge, like he's not the kind of guy who's going to show up to your Euro Tour qualifier or all the Pro Tours because he has to. He wants to be on TV. He thinks, rightfully so, because of how amazing his career has been. He, one, probably thinks he's above that. And two, I don't think he has the energy or desire. Like all these guys are doing this because they have not maybe won a Euro Tour or they haven't won a Pro Tour. They've won very few. Like he's like, I've been here, done all of this. Why am I here when I could be with, he's got the young kids. He's got so much of his, other things going on. He can make so much of this money playing exhibitions. Like I think it's such a stark, especially with the finals Worlds money coming off this year. It's going to be a quick exit, quicker than people are realizing.
Yeah, the way that Worlds bracket can open up, though, you could easily see him. I know he'll lose final money, but a semi-final doesn't seem out of the question, does it? Like, I mean, he could get first rounded the way he's playing. You genuinely don't know, but.
And that's the thing. Like, you could make a case either way, and I wouldn't really be. I thought his run to the final in 2024 was a little against how he had played that year. I don't know.
Yeah, so do you know how Barney got in as well? So I'm sorry, I'm bouncing around, Bram. I've been reading back while you were looking up. These were the days. That was the last year, 2019, when the selection was there was the 3 from the Order of Merit, 4 was the PDC. Well, sorry, there was 4 from the Order of Merit, but we didn't get Gary Anderson because of his injury, which is because we had challengers, didn't we, that came in instead. But then what you had was 4 PDC wildcards and 2 Sky Sports wildcards. So instead of everyone getting in a meeting room and people insisting on who they want and what they want, the PDC used to get their 4 picks and Sky Sports used to pick 2. And Sky that year picked Raymond and Mencia Suljovic.
He's a bit of an outside shout just before this one. If that happened, what would Bo need to do to get a wild card pick? I don't think she'd get there this year. But
I think she's got to pick a pot up. I think she's got to pick a pot up on the telly at the minute because I think the competition's so hard this year. I think there's so many.
I think if she made one, like made a final, I think that might be enough.
Perhaps.
Depending on who she beats on the way, but I agree. It's got to be something like that.
It's going to need something big because there's so many players at the top of the game.
The other thing is that sorry to interrupt. When you look at like that second tier and you're trying to figure out who to pick from, like Josh Rock, you kind of pick, partially because of the World Cup. You always look for who's won a major. If the majors keep getting won by the Lukes or just the people at the top, it's so hard to choose the rest of the field from those guys ranked, 5 through 12 when there's just so little separating them because nobody's winning anything. It's like it just makes it so difficult to split hairs.
Well, and this is the thing, and this is why, because you are going to get people having long runs and finals in that chasing pack, in the order of merit. You can always make a claim for Van Veen. I suppose he's going to be in the top 4. There'll be someone else in there as well, but Wade is very clearly, for me, should have been there this year. Bunting, he will make the argument himself. Then you don't know what's going to happen with the Aspinalls, Dobies, Ross Smith, even perhaps could, if they have a big year, make a final, then they will argue their case. They are probably more entitled to that spot than Bo Greaves is, and she's going to have to do more than a lot of other players to do a debut.
With Littler, probably not. Not going to be at the Players' Championship Finals. Say Humphreys doesn't win it, or any of the top 4. Anyone 5th through 16th, in my opinion, goes and wins that event. I think they have a very strong case, as long as they don't completely fall flat on their face to an international qualifier at the Worlds. Like, you have a major in your pocket, and now you're in the top 16, and it's kind of wide open. It's very possible.
Even a Worlds quarter-final, perhaps. You don't disgrace yourself at the Worlds, but you're carrying a title into it. I agree. It'd be interesting. I don't know how long we don't talk about the Premier League. Perhaps about a month, and then we'll start talking about who we think will be in the Premier League next year. Like that. It won't take long before we start talking about the Premier League again after tonight. But we're about to get underway, folks. We're about to get underway in what I thought this was the tight game. I thought this was the game that would be very. I thought this game was going to look almost exactly like the one we just watched. What the game that we've just saw in terms of statistics and the way the game would flow in terms of someone being in the lead, someone getting it back, pinning it down, moving around like that is. That's what I thought this was going to be. Sorry, I've just got a couple of messages to send.
So, what was your prediction again for this one, Dave?
10-6, I believe, for Humphreys.
I think we've all picked Humphreys, which, given the league, if you look at recent form, it's sensible, but where they finished in the league, are we being a bit critical to Johnny Clayton, maybe? A bit harsh?
I think so.
Is it the Ferret just done his job, done the work in the early weeks and just thought he'd relax?
I think he's had his feet up, but I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be dialed in, Johnny. I think he's going to be focused. I think
the scoring is the way Humphreys has been scoring. I don't know. I don't know if Johnny has that. Maybe he doesn't need it. Like I said, if he can just hit a few ton plus, he's there. But
I think what he's going to need, I think what he's going to need is some big like you say, some big finishing, because I don't think he's going to get the chance. Well, I was going to say very often, perhaps at all, to come back to revisit, and he's not going to be able to not take something out but leave 40 and come back for it. Like, I think, because I just think he's going to be, I do think he's going to be behind in the scoring. He's not going to get that many opportunities. And I think even to hold throw sometimes, he's going to have to be throwing multi-dart combinations to check out.
I think he's going to need to keep it tight. I think if Humphreys can get a 3 or a 4 leg lead, I struggle. Although, this leg will make us look stupid, but I think Johnny,
I was going to say,
struggle at 3 or 4.
Starts off with 5 of his 6 in the little red bit, so that's shutting us up quickly.
Yeah. A nice 147 average for Johnny so far. Just I mean, that was clinical. 11 darts. What a way to start a semi-final. That was ruthless.
Off you go. Off you
11 darter
go.
with a 111 mixed in.
Oh, but that didn't take very long, did it?
Do you know what? These two could go. These could actually go mad, couldn't they? The pair of them.
This could be fun.
Oh.
Or is it just going to be supreme darts on their own throw all the way till 9?
Oh, this is, we've seen matches like this, haven't we? We've seen matches where absolute dominance on throw, and they're great, but they get a bit boring after. It's that twist and turn that we want, don't we? It's that twist and turn.
Not like Johnny to leave himself on 3-4-2, is it?
It's 1-2-4 could be big, This is it'd be a marker. He started all right. It'd be a real marker this for Humphreys early in this game. This is what Johnny Clayton does. I mean, it's fine. Like, he'll come and take that out.
He needs to do it tidily, though, doesn't he? No messing about. Just.
In the chat room how important that first start in the treble is for Luke Humphreys, and it's looking all right, and that goes nice and easy. Johnny all the way back on 202, early stage of this match.
I was looking at that stat the other day. I think it's I think Dirk is. I got to find what it is. Lendl will be able to describe it better than me, but it's like if the first dart is in the triple 20, what percent of the time do they hit a 180? Something like that.
He's a hard old player to beat, Johnny, though, isn't he? Like, he is just a master of being solid. I mean, this is a close leg, but I just see Clayton taking out an 81 at the end of it.
He's just such a good chaser. Can't really think of a better term. But he's just too pesky.
The second two darts were really big. Like that first one outside the treble. Then we were talking about Humphreys' first dart. That first dart outside the treble 20 follows it up with two big, and then the pressure's on. And Johnny's big score there has got him. Oh.
This is where Clayton's usually phenomenal, though.
Yeah, this is really important. This is really important because Humphreys he's making inroads now on Johnny's throw, and he's challenging him, and that is a mistake.
Wow,
that is a mistake.
Is this the Luke we've seen the last 4 weeks? Yes, it is. That's very, very early for that to happen for Clayton.
It's alarming as well because that he's doing all right, averaging over 100, but he needs to do the business end. He's got to get rid of those legs and score the points because Humphreys is, and again now you just get the feeling in this leg with those first couple of visits there, Humphreys back in the treble 20 again, that he's just edging away, and that average is creeping up.
Johnny can't afford to get broken in the next leg. I mean, he might come back in this one, but next leg is so important, I think, especially if Humphreys wins this. That 81 after 9 for Luke, I think. I don't know what the score is.
Won't it? That's the way I like to set things up.
From 301, yeah.
I was going to say when I'm playing 301, that's usually a pretty good leg for me.
Dear me.
Tell you what, this scoring app is atrocious.
Yeah, it's given us the right runabout, isn't it? It's I'm not impressed.
I'm surprised.
So yeah,
Well,
we've got a couple.
Is this new this year?
No, so
Last year?
this was this feature and this sort of, let's say, software front end, whatever. Like, again, it's not my forte, is it? It was another website, right? And we used to use it quite a lot. It was quite good. And the PDC bought that website, from what I understand. You know, there was a dark data website. I'm not certain that was, if from memory, that might have been the name of it. I think it was called that. So, dark data was a site we've been using it for years for live stuff, and we used to. It meant we could, years ago on this channel when we used to do text reporting, it meant you could get finishes quick because you could do a lot of copy and paste and stuff, and it made things quite convenient. But the PDC bought it so that they could have this built into their site, but I'm not sure how well it's been maintained since then.
Just like the ugly stepchild left in the corner of the website. Yeah,
I don't know. So a couple of questions in the chat room. Beard plays darts asking, is this the first semi-final? No, it's not. This is the second semi-final. In the first semi-final, Luke Littler narrowly got over the line against Gerwin Price, 10-9 after being absolutely home and dry, missing a load of match darts, and then finally managed to hold his nerve in the end to book a spot in the final. So these two, Humphreys and Clayton, are currently playing for the right to play Luke Littler in the final, and it's looking like Luke Humphreys is certainly the favourite.
We're not seeing Carwin tonight, are we?
I don't think we
might not be.
We were hoping Carwin might come along, and I think the
his family might not be seeing him tonight.
the pace at which his countrymen are being dispatched here, and like Luke Humphreys is racing into so much of a lead. That darts database, that was it. That's the one. Dart database, yeah. That I think is what the stripped and but the bones of that are what we now see embedded in front of us in here.
Hey, Johnny needs this leg. This is, if Johnny can nick one back against the throw and then hold, all of a sudden it's 4-3. It doesn't look as bad as it could be.
So the question in there, someone's asked me, and again, chat room, please help Poppy out with this one, because I spent about 25 minutes trying to find it, and I couldn't. And Phil Bowers sent me the link, so it's not very easy to find on the website. It's quite well hidden. So if anyone else has got a link to it, please do stick it in the chat. In fact, I think I can. I can stick it in the chat. Of course, I can. Right.
You might as well just type in random number generator, Poppy.
Yeah, random number generator. There we go. Let's stick that in the chat. There you go. So if you want
I believe,
go and have a look at that. There we are.
If I'm looking at this correctly, and you guys might remember from last year.
Johnny, big one on the pole. Sorry, Dave.
Oh no, you're good. Wow, that's huge. That changes a lot. That's a break too.
Very important break of throw.
Kind of remarkable. This is the 22nd year of the Premier League, and last year was the first time we had a repeat final, and we look possible to have it for a third time in a running. I'm looking at him here. I believe that's true.
Do you know what's at least good about this season? If it does end up Luke, though, both the Lukes have had an element of jeopardy. Now, Littler's wasn't very nominative, but the first few weeks,
it never felt like that was coming until really tonight.
No, Humphreys has just turned it around in the last month and a half.
Yeah, so we've had the same final more than once, but not back to back. Yeah, I think Phil and MVG have played each other in the final a couple of times. Phil's beat James Wade in the final twice, but that was 2008 and 2010. So we need, there was a year in between which was actually the year James Wade made 3 finals in a row. He won the middle one, beating Mervyn King in the final. James average. So that is just the question earlier that we had about 3 finals in a row. James Wade was in the final 2008, 2009, and 2010. So James Wade's done 3 finals on the spin.
So it's him, Phil, MVG, and I think that is it. I mean, well, Littler now, but and possibly Humphreys.
Yeah, this could be, and this is a bit different because this is the pair of them doing the same final 3 days on the spin, not just one. The others, it was Phil playing some people and James Wade playing some people, MVG playing others. Scores aren't correct, by the way, folks. They've slipped off again. Hi, Charlie. In fact, it's been busy. It's busy tonight. We've got a lot of people tuning in and watching along, which is quite good. We're going to do a few more of these, folks. It's a bit of a challenge sometimes. Just the logistics of it is tough for us to watch along and chat about what's happening. But we're going to try and do a few more. We might do a little bit perhaps at the World Cup. Match play is a bit harder because there's so many sessions and so much of it. Picking what
get me on for the USA.
Yeah, this is it. So we might do, and let's be honest, guys, right? We might just pick it in bits. It could just be personal interest, right? It could, it could literally be that Dave comes along and does a bit of a watch along of the USA's games. Like there might be a bit of that. Like we might just mix it up a little bit for a bit of something different to get involved with everyone.
I feel a lot more confident this year now that our representatives are not losing their tour card and have no feeling in their right arm. So our prospects are a little bit higher. No disrespect to fellow countrymen Jules and Danny Lauby, but
there we go. That's another one on the ball. That's only a holder throw for Luke Humphreys, but he's still just got that gap. 6'2" now, that big cushion that he's developed. And we talked about how 6 can look with the finishing line in sight. Now, it was 6'4" in the last semi-final, but I noted that 6'2", it's a long way back for Johnny Clayton here.
It's 140 when it's looking rough, isn't it?
It's it's kind of what we feared. It's the scoring. The scoring's just not. How many doubles has he even had to look at?
Let's have a quick look.
And he won one of his 2 legs on the bull.
Dave's streaming from the White House. Yeah, that'd be good. That's part of the 250 celebrations. That's what we could do. Well, there's other sports are getting involved at the White House. Let's can we not have darts on darts in the Oval Office? That'd be good.
So far, Johnny is 2 out of 3 on his doubles, and Humphreys is 6 of 15.
8 legs, he's thrown 3 doubles.
Yeah. And one of which was a bullseye.
One of which was a bull that he hit, yeah.
His doubling percentage is great. You could just do with getting
just keep doing that.
A few more goals at it, yeah. He could just do with getting a few more bloody goals at it.
He's just getting 140 to death, though, isn't he?
Do you know what, as well, with those averages? Like, I think we all pretty much had like maybe a sort of 4 or 5 point swing. We're like 9.5 points at the and it's just wider than it really could and should have been to make it competitive.
And that 93, like that's an ugly 93. That's not. I mean, when you've only thrown 3 darts at a double in 8 legs and you're averaging 90 now 91, like.
Johnny,
that's scoring.
24.
What
on earth happened there?
His issue is when he's off, when his radar's off, he like can't. It's just the whole match. He can't find the segment.
This is a chance, Well, I say a chance to hold his throw.
We needed
that.
Wow. But again, like it's difficult to even celebrate that too much, isn't it? Because it's clinging on, like really, really clinging on.
I tell you, if he can get to 6'4" at the break, he'd be doing cartwheels off the stage.
I mean, if it's 6-4, Humphries will be fuming.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
because he could have been almost there. Like he could, Humphries could have been almost. This could have been almost done. And I don't know. At 6'4", it sounds. You say Humphries will be fuming. At 6'4", arguably, is Johnny the happier walking off the stage?
Oh, he's got to be. With the way this has went, 100%.
Even a breakdown and 2 legs behind. Like I think Johnny would be.
With the way he's playing, absolutely.
This is a chance, though. He's took the darts off him.
Oh, I think hardest working man in darts is back watching along. Phil Bars is he's here. He's chatting. He's not even using it. He's using the OD chat. But Phil is in the venue. He's been speaking to people, interviewing people. You'll see all that content over the course of the next few days, as always, flowing through our YouTube channel. And 6-4 at the break. Didn't I?
If you're Humphries, are you concerned how quickly 5 points have just fell off your average? Because that feels like it was only 2 minutes ago. He was up at 103, 104, and now it's 98 all of a sudden. And that's beatable for Johnny Clayton.
There is a chance here, isn't there? And like again, get involved in the in the chat. We'll stick some on the the last game we had. It looked like it was done and dusted, and Littler was going to piss it comfortably. And then all of a sudden, it got really, really nervy, and we ended up in a deciding leg. I said that's what I thought could happen here, and we might be on track. I think the first leg back after the break, walking off stage as well. I was watching the replay of them walking off stage, and it was like Humphries head down, frustrated, and Johnny interacting with the crowd because he's 2 legs back and a breakdown, but he's without doubt the happier of the two there.
Is Johnny thrown first on the next leg as well?
Yep.
So 6-5. Anything can happen like that. I know he's got to get the break to get back in it, but if he can hold his throw, it's.
We talked about it on Monday. We talked about it. I don't know if you were watching, Phil. We talked about which darts Littler wasn't using those Gen 1s, and we all think I think that he should be. I don't know. I mean, Phil's in the venue. I don't know whether he can tap someone up and find out. I might send a couple of text messages to see if he's got them on the stage with him. I think he will have them. They'll be in the case, I would have thought, ready to go. And whether or not he fancies a switch, I don't know. They're in. So they are in his case. I don't know if he's. I think if he's going to switch, he'll do it.
Maybe I think it's only going to be out. It's only going to be out of desperation. Yeah, maybe. If he does it mid-match, it's going to be out of desperation. Obviously, he'll have to be down a fair amount.
Yeah, I don't know whether, because he's such a field player, that he could be on the practice board now and switch him and think these feel nice. I'll run these into the final, and he could switch him. It wouldn't shock me or stun me if we saw him turn up and just start chucking them. But I think he's gonna have to get out quicker. And he's going to have to focus a bit more because he let, whilst Gezi played well, Luke gave him opportunities. He let him back in. He let him have another go and he let him come back at him. And I think it'll be a different final. I think whoever comes through this game will have their gander up a bit and it'd be tough.
Will Littler as well. Did he just get that far ahead? He was in the mindset of, I'm in the final already. I just need to go through the motions, and he probably let it get a little bit closer than he should have. I can't see him being that lackadaisical in a final.
I'm just going to go to the bathroom before we come back. That will be quick.
That's a good plan. No, we should do that in shifts. I might have a go and have a little visit before we. I might go between. I might go. I might be all right until the end of this game. It depends if we go. We're deciding leg or not. If Humphries wins 4 on the spin, I'll be sound now. We'll be all right until then. Yeah, it could get risky otherwise. It could get risky.
Oh, we'll fill in, mate. We'll make it work.
I tell you what I did today, right? I'm going off darts again, but it's a break, so I can. I went to the cinema, but
Right.
I went to watch The Mandalorian with my lad. But you'll know this because you're from the northeast, right? So this will make sense to you. Instead of driving to the local cinema, like near me, I decided that the 35 to 40-minute drive to the Metro Centre was worthwhile.
Yeah.
On the IMAX. And it's years since I've been to an IMAX, like since I've watched a proper film on the IMAX. It's so big.
Was it not a proper split box? What's the temperature been like up there today?
Do you know, it was gorgeous. It was all right. So walking around the top floor of the Metro Centre was hot. Walking around the shops in the cinema, it was beautiful. Like it was air conditioned, so it was nice, big recliners. I had the plus seat table on. We'd been to Marks and Spencer's, got a little picnic going. It was ace. Really, like ace. IMAX cinemas. I don't know where else there are an IMAX. Like I know the only one that's up here is the Metro Centre.
I'm northeast, but I live in Salford. We've got one at the Printworks in Manchester.
Is the Printworks an IMAX? Is that? Yeah. Well, I stay in Manchester for work a lot, and I use, the Premier Inn that's opposite Selfridges. That's right in the Printworks. Like, there's a Premier Inn in there, like opposite the. It's literally down through the cut in it. Like you go.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Steps. I use that one a lot, and I quite often go in the. Printworks. I didn't know that was an IMAX.
Sure, it is.
Cool. Love an IMAX. Honestly, what an experience! It was great. So Elaine's asking who won the first game. Luke Littler beat Gerwin Price in a deciding leg. Very, very entertaining. Anyone know where MVG's gone on holiday? He generally goes to Dubai, I think. That's his regular spot, although complications are currently... things are quite complicated if you try and go on holiday to Dubai, as I did. I was there in September. I tried to go again in Easter and got cancelled. Couldn't go, thanks to the actions of... your dear leader, Dave.
No comment.
Managed to get my holiday cancelled.
So
now I'm frantically looking at the minute. Literally, I was on the internet last night with the wife looking for what we're going to do, because we were supposed to go to Dubai for a decent spell at Easter, and that was it for abroad until probably the back end of the year. But now we're scraping, like looking around for something in the 6 weeks holidays.
Same what you can find last minute.
The hell is going on in this match? How is it 6-5?
Well, it's because Johnny came back, held his throat, set up 30 as you do.
Big on 40.
Left 30, but again, this is it's a hold. This is very interesting.
This might need to go this year.
That one is very gettable for Johnny Clayton.
5-5.
Now.
Oh, that's not nice to come back away.
Everything. If this ton goes, you need to do better than that, Johnny. I hope. Top tops.
Stop it.
Oh, he's come inside the last one. He's gone for tops for the ton to level the match. He didn't do it. 1-2 needed.
He hates
double
one. He's in the mad
He
house.
absolutely hates 2-2.
Oh, Johnny.
Oh, Johnny Clayton comes back for double 10.
Hates it.
Oh.
Johnny.
This is a catastrophe.
This is pub darts, baby. This is pub darts.
No.
3-1.
Yeah, he's got to stop leaving it. He can't stand it.
He's in.
There.
Is Clayton going to regret
is that the first real prod back from Johnny at Luke? Like the first real opportunity where he said, yeah, I'm coming, I'm in this. You're not safe yet.
He needs to recover and hold through with no drama here. Because if Luke can pick this off, it could almost be a straight sprint to the finish line, I think.
That 180 from Luke is big. Johnny's just put up those 140s though, isn't it?
Solid, very solid.
Mr. Thursday night is not done yet, I figure.
I mean, who would have predicted after 12 legs, Johnny Clayton has the better 3-dart average?
Yeah, not me. And it doesn't feel like that either, does it?
No. Humphreys just fell off the cliff.
It's those 140s, isn't it? It's like they are ruthless. Like, he's a killer with those 140s.
He's just steady.
Both of them, 11 visits of 140 plus.
I'd have put my house on Clayton getting 81. I didn't see that.
He's going to get another go at this, though, isn't he? He's coming back for double six. Straight in, first dart, double six.
Pressure back on Humphreys.
Yeah, it is, and you feel like the pressure
aren't as comfortable anymore.
No, I'm not absolute. Well, it feels like Humphreys' holes of throw aren't as comfortable anymore. I don't know. Johnny just seems to be sharper at the minute. Open. Just needs a couple of a big visit here just to keep pace with him. I think the key for Johnny here is to be in a position that if Humphreys misses, Johnny's got something realistically gettable. That's where Johnny can really punish. That's where he can be at his best. That's a bit of a slip, and Johnny could take advantage here.
Yeah, it's on 40 there, I think.
Create an opportunity to be in this match, and that
he's in it.
He's still
he might need a big outshot.
Still in the leg, but that's it. He's just got to get himself here. Johnny's got to get, if he can get like under 140.
Oh boy,
that's a little bit
single
of a
7 hurts.
You got to fancy
just that
6.
It's the loose. Every 6 darts he's throwing a loose one, and it's just. Otherwise, he might be winning.
But if he can leave just pop, leave something simple, leave something straightforward here, then he could really that puts pressure on this 51, real pressure.
And when your opponent has been struggling with doubles for, the better part of this year, the pressure is what you want to put on these.
Ooh,
there you go.
Mr. Simpson. Another opportunity for Johnny Clayton. Can he take this one? He's getting opportunities every time.
Oh my!
That was tidy. Oh my word, 7-7.
That's just that's classic Johnny. Just steals it. I don't think he was ever in front in that leg.
Paul, if we're in front of you, I'd love to know what mechanism by which you're watching. Because James in America, he's bouncing around 3 different satellites to get this.
You should see what I've attached to my roof.
How many different VPNs are you bouncing through? Dear me. Right.
You don't want to see the ads that are popping up on my screen.
It's on. Johnny Clayton is making the move. And again, he needed to be there when Luke stuttered, and that's exactly what happened. Like, as soon as he was presented an opportunity,
20 after 9. Absolute phenomenal. Could be on for a 10-darter on the throw.
He's wrestling this game off him, isn't he?
It feels that way. Humphreys needs to do something to swing it back. Wow. Impressive, Johnny.
Humphreys those looks down at the floor are becoming a little bit longer. A glance at the floor is becoming a little bit of a longer look at the floor. And I just think his head is dropping a little bit, Humphreys.
I just think he's thinking, how did I not put him away in them first 10 legs?
The broadcast just said, since the break, Clayton is at 104, Humphreys is at 86.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was tail end of last leg. That's remarkable.
And
This
this
is
is
a
what
big
we
leg,
said,
this.
did we not? Didn't we say if you've got Johnny Clayton was the happier man going into the break, even 6-4 down. Like Johnny Clayton, you could watch them both walk off the stage. Humphreys was sick, and Clayton was up interacting with the crowd, happy as Larry, and he's come back and he's turned that energy into some very, very nice darts. And at the minute, he's 2 legs away from a spot in the final. And Johnny Clayton,
he's sticky. He just sticks around.
He could become a 2-time Premier League champion.
I mean, Little Clayton final would feel right, wouldn't it? Like the finished top 2 in the league, it would feel like a fair representation of the 16 weeks we've seen.
I agree. I think it's very interesting. You know, there are only 3 people that have won this title twice. Michael and Phil have won it considerably more. Gary Anderson's won it twice. But there are only 3 people that have won it twice.
Oh,
and Johnny Clayton is
Clayton, I believe, is out much lower than that.
Chance.
Did Johnny start on 18 on 117?
I think he just won the leg. It's wrong again. He was at 58. They just gave him 58.
Oh yeah, he wasn't there. Sorry,
yeah. Holy cow, he's up 9-7. This is remarkable.
Oh, double 10 last dart in hand as well. That was big.
He had darts for 7-2. This is oh my goodness.
This is.
So it's been what, 7-1 Johnny in the last 8 legs?
So I can't remember how many legs it was after, but I said that Humphreys had 15 darts at a double and Clayton had 3.
I think it was 6-2, and we were saying he's had 3 darts in 8 legs.
Humphreys has now had 25 and Clayton's had 20.
Do you know, there was perhaps this night, this match, this semi-final and finals night, Johnny Clayton has been planning for this. Like in his head, he's been ready for this match for weeks and weeks and weeks. He's known he was coming here. Like, I don't know how much, like, mentally is what I mean, in terms of the Premier League, that sort of struggle just to secure his spot and, to drag himself up from outside of those qualifying places has taken out a Luke Humphreys, because it does look.
He's looking spent right now.
Imagine though.
He's got a visit to win it.
Imagine though. 3 balls. Go on, Johnny. 50-50-50. It's the way I go.
He can't count that well, mate. He probably goes.
No, he doesn't know that's 3 balls. He doesn't know.
Never thought about it that way.
He's hang on. You learn something new every day, don't you? Now.
So Humphreys threw him for 9-9.
Same spot as the previous semifinal, pretty much.
That was a break of throw, interestingly enough. So now Humphreys is throwing to level this game 9-9 and force the deciding leg, in which, and this is mad, like very similar to the last game, like in which Johnny Clayton would have the darts, unless he pings a 9-darter in here, of course.
Oh, go on, I'd love a 9.
Remember during the last semifinal when we said bull doesn't matter that much in a race to 10? It might matter in both matches.
I mean, it's still monster. It's 1-8.
These two are putting
together. We may not even get there.
It's a monster leg, that, from Johnny. And if this is a trebleless, no, it's not. He's found one right at the end.
You can put pressure on it.
Oh,
I wouldn't want a 1-2 off with Johnny Clayton.
No, it is. It's
no, God no. Even if I'm going first. Ooh.
Oh!
That's how you beat him. You don't give him a look.
I mean, that's how you do it. Yeah, 1-2. Yeah, who'd you back in a 1-2-1 off? There you go. Don't let him have a turn, and he can't beat you with it, can he? But deciding leg, the noble leg, and go. You what? 140. The old.
Okay, Johnny.
It's a good start.
The regular 140 dig from Johnny Clayton. There you go, Luke Humphries. Keep pace with me if you can. 140.
Who's going to blink first?
Nice embrace before the final leg.
Oh, that's a chance.
Huge last.
Tense, isn't it?
Good luck calling it from here.
Do you know what? These have been such good semi-finals. Like, really, this is what you want from semi-finals. Like, that's a slip. That
is.
And there haven't been many.
But he's taken. Oh, and that's massive.
Whoa!
Back-to-back 1-2-1s. Hey. Oh, this would. It's a shame to see either of them lose from here like this, but that's big.
That's
can't do it twice in a row.
Can he do it again?
2 legs on the spin. No.
Oh, bull.
Word.
What? Oh, he's missed the ball for the match. Luke Humphries has missed the ball for the match and a place in the final. Johnny Clayton comes back for 62. Oh, wow. Go, Johnny. Go. No.
Oh, no.
He's missed double 16. They've both missed match starts now. Luke Humphries back for 25. Both players missing match starts. And that's
got it. Wow.
Player. Unlucky Johnny Clayton.
Johnny right on that 32.
Very similar game, that for clawing the way back in, seeing match starts, and then just the player that has led all the way through forces that. Oh.
Wow. That's wrong.
What?
Oh my.
Well, I think that has to be advantage Littler now, because I know he went through a scrap, but he's had time to rest. And I know there'll be a break. But that's got to have been a bit of an emotional roller coaster for Luke Humphries. Being so far ahead, not taking your chances, and then clawing it back and getting over the line.
Yeah, I don't know how that affects him going into the final, you're right, there's a break, but it's a lot to sort of realign your head, isn't it?
It's probably going to take 20 minutes before he even feels like a normal human again after what he's just experienced. And then he's got to try and focus for a huge final.
Yeah, it's a long game, a lot of adrenaline, up and down, in and out, heart racing. And there is maybe that advantage, in Luke Littler topped the table. He earned the right to go first, and he earned the right to have a break, didn't he? That was his... you get to play the bloke in fourth place and you get to have a break before the final. That's what you get. I don't know how long we got. 20 minutes? What do they normally have? If anyone knows what's...
I mean, they're probably running tight the schedule because we've had the maximum amount of legs.
We played 38 legs.
So they hopefully shouldn't have to fill too much time.
Draw coming soon? Surely. What?
I think I can figure it out for them if they need some help.
Right, I mean, yeah, far be it for me to refer to myself as an expert, but you know,
I might send me CV to the PDC.
You want to hype up the World Cup at all? Especially if you're Sky, why are you not doing the draw like between the semifinal and final? That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
Agreed.
Am I nuts?
Great show.
Not a bad idea.
Agreed.
I heard draw and my brain went elsewhere.
I am going to have to press. Somebody remind me to refresh at some point so that hopefully we can have TBC updated to Luke Humphries at some point. Right, I'm going to leave you two to have a chat for a couple of minutes because I'm going to nip for a quick comfort break. I'll be back in a minute or two.
No worries. Cool. What do we think of the semi-finals so far, then, Dave?
I can't ask for much better. I mean, especially you feel like we maybe, I know they said it on the live lounge on Monday, but maybe we deserve it with how the league has gone. It has been a bit forgettable, but these were, especially just not just the fact that they were 10-9, but the way that they panned out was pretty box office all the way through. I'm sure you agree.
No, I think the biggest thing about tonight so far has reminded us is sometimes we look at a night and because we don't get 115 average, we think it's been a poor night. 95s, 98s can still be fun and still be a really good watch.
Absolutely. Yeah, this was really good. This is nothing show-stopping yet. We do have time, but great semis. I think everyone to a capacity showed up. Sometimes you just get someone who is just really off. I thought through the first 8 legs, Johnny was just going to be the one who just got up there and just didn't have it. And we got a dud in the second one, but props to him for battling back, even though he wasn't able to get the win.
I think they've all showed something special, but they've all looked a bit vulnerable as well, haven't they? Like that's them semi-finals haven't told us too much about what to expect in the final. It's wide open.
No, and I'm curious what the odds are looking like.
Let's have a quick check in with the bookies. Gamble responsibly if you're watching, not like Dan and lose it on the first game of the night.
I have not. I haven't seen them up yet, but I would assume soon. Here we go. Well, surely that's not correct. That I'm gonna have to look into this. One of my sports books here in the United States has Littler as the underdog, and that is surely a mistake.
Oh,
so
how big?
I will be.
Can I wire some money to the US?
I'm almost scared to bet into it because they're going to be like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, he'll get investigated if you touch that.
That's true. I think it's supposed to be inverted. Even if it was inverted, it's. Let me. Because I'm looking at it as American odds. Let me convert it before I.
I'd imagine these are going to be pretty close. Littler's probably going to have the slight edge, but
they have. Yeah, they have. They have Littler 11-8. That's just not correct. Oh, there we go. It flipped. Okay, but even then, they have Humphreys 11-8. I feel like Littler should be a bigger favorite than that.
If you think Humphreys, with the way he's played the last couple of weeks, it's a tough one. And I know it's a longer format than we used to.
Yeah.
But first to 10 legs, these two can rattle 4 off in the blink of an eye, and all of a sudden the game's just completely gone. Like with how quick these two throw and play, if someone has a bad 90 seconds, that might be the difference between you winning or losing the final.
Yeah. I mean, even like a bad dart. I mean, we've seen it with these guys before. Like, this is going to come down to like visits, not legs.
Yeah. But you know what a campaign from Johnny Clayton. He's proved a lot of us wrong this year. I think he deserves a little bit of a honourable mention before we move on.
Yeah.
I mean,
he would have to really, explode in a bad way in the back half of the year to not be invited back next year. I even then, I don't know what he would have to get like first rounded in every event.
Which you just can't see. He's too steady for that.
No, his floor is too high. He's. I mean, what was it? Was it 20? Was it last year or 2024 where he made like four semifinals in the TV majors, or 5 or something like that? He was just in every single one. He wasn't. I don't think he made a final, but he was just constantly there. That's just.
He just doesn't lose many games that he shouldn't lose.
No. Yep. 100%. Let's see. FDI has the final at 61% to Mr. Littler and 39% to Humphreys.
I can't argue with it.
Feels about right. I actually, I want to say I think Littler should be a little more, but
I mean, this could come down to 11 darter on throw a 10 darter against, so it could just be, as you say, one excellent visit or one excellent leg.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think Humphreys knows he didn't look too happy even after he won. That 96 average, I mean, some of those legs he had, that's nowhere near enough if that's what he's playing like today in order to achieve anything in this final.
No, Littler's C game will beat him 11-7 if he plays like that.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree.
Evening, Mr. Simpson.
I'm back now. I ended up having a chat with the kids.
Are they watching?
Did they ask where the televisions went?
Yeah, where's the television? Yeah, I mean, one's in his bed, I think, watching this. I think Billy's a bit jealous. I think he fancied a stint on the watch along. I think, to be honest, I think he's.
Just get him a little ball cap, mate, and you can just have it off and you go chill out and pretend you've done a stint.
He's starting to look like me now. He's getting a bit older. I could, he could step in even there. That 1-2-1, I'm just watching replays on this. It was the only ton plus check out of the match.
Wow,
and that was a real dogfight, that one.
And that's now again, like if you get 19 legs between on a big stage between Humphreys and Clayton, you only get one ton plus check out. You may. Like on the stats alone, you might feel like you've been shortchanged for entertainment. But I certainly, if someone just said to you, "You're going to see this, but you'll only see this," you think, "Oh, this is going to be a bit," But I don't think anyone could argue that they'd feel shortchanged of entertainment in that. Game.
That's exactly the conversation we were having. We're seeing 95 averages can be fun.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't need to be 115. Like both of these matches have been thoroughly entertaining so far.
Yeah, really, really impressive. And I think it's. I have been not critical. I like that. I like the Premier League. I always have. I think you've got to accept it for what it is. An exhibition. But I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I think it's really competitive. I think it's fun. I think it matters to the players. I think it's a good experience if you're lucky enough to be. If you're lucky enough to be in a state, in a venue and see it, it's great. But I think this year, like I said earlier, I'm not sure how well it's delivered entertainment. Like, I think it's been a bit flat and it won't be a really remembered historic season. But I think as far as finals night goes, those two semi-finals were absolutely electric. Really, really impressive.
I'm just going to run for a quick toilet break before the final. Give me 2 minutes, gents.
Are you? That's fine. Dave, is there a long-term plan for you to at any point attend a Premier League event? Is it something on your bucket list? Is it in the pipeline in the near to mid-term, or is it a long-term goal?
It's for now. It's long-term, but I definitely have to, as I've drawn. I mean, I've been watching for. I can't believe it's only been 2.5 years, but it's long enough now where it feels like I have to make my way. I've never been to Europe, never been to England, so I do have to make my way across. And if I come, there's a 0% chance I won't be going. I will have to go to one if I come. So I would love to do that. But man, you got to get those tickets early. I mean, you got to get them. When do they go on sale for next year? Have they already gone on sale?
We can. There's always a way.
All right.
There's always a way. I'll tell you what. How's the best way to put it? Right. Since I've been with Online Darts, which is now, believe it or not, 6 years.
Wow.
6 years I've been with Online Darts. I've never not been able to go to anything I've wanted to.
Oh,
regardless of how sold out it was. I've never not been able to go. I've never not been able to go to anything.
Maybe I'll have to come to Newcastle. I'll come to the Newcastle.
I want 100%. Newcastle's a good venue. I always say to everyone, and I say this to people, if you. I say to people for the first time, they've got into darts, they've started watching it. The Littler effect. People at work who say, looks great, been watching it on the telly, like that Luke Littler kid. We're going to try and go to Ali Pali. And I say, like, don't. Like, no, if you live where I live, like, I know, America's a much bigger place than England. But, like, so it's difficult for me to, to come up with an equivalent. But, like, London's at the very bottom of the country. I live at the very top of the country. So I often, and Blackpool is up the top end where I am and just slightly across the hills. It's across the Pennines. So I just say to people, like, don't go to London. Don't go to the bottom end of the country in the winter, like, where it's going to be pissing raining and it's cost you an absolute fortune. Like, all the hotels are absurdly expensive. Like, go to Blackpool in the summer, in July, and it's gorgeous. Like, it's absolutely stunning. Like, my best mate lives in Dubai. He's emigrated out there. He's back for he comes back intermittently, but like he's back and he's like, it's from Dubai to Blackpool. Like, can we squeeze in 2 days in Blackpool for the darts while I'm home? Like, yeah, because that's what I would recommend. If someone gets one hit, if you got one shot at getting over to the UK and getting to some darts, and you have the freedom to pick which month you could come or where, I would always target Blackpool.
Yeah, I got into it because of the rise of Littler, and obviously since then being here, like I'm very much a hardcore fan now. So the Ali Pali allure is, as many know, much more for the casual than any. All the hardcore fans want to be at the match play, and that's a purist tournament. Yeah. So I think you're right there. I think that's where
I've been.
I would love to go to a Euro tour. I don't care who doesn't show up. Well, Euro tour looks like a blast.
So saying that, right? So saying a Euro tour, because Kevin in the chat room has noted, is there another Euro tournament starting tomorrow? Now, there is, Kevin. The 2026 Baltic Sea Darts Open is getting underway in Kiel in Germany tomorrow. And the draw came out today. And, I mean, first of all, there are some lovely little games. There are some lovely first round games that I quite like the look of. Rob Cross, Cam Menzies is a nice one in the draw. But then when you look through it, there are, without a doubt, opportunities. In fact, let me just try something. Let me try a little something. I'm going to try and stick the draw on the screen for a couple of minutes until the final starts. There
were so many dropouts. They asked me and Mr. Simpson if we wanted to play, but we did.
It's deep. Right, so we have got a few alternates. So I've just got something to talk about between it. So we have got, there's your entry list there. So James Wade, seed number 2. The reserve list, they've gone deep into the reserve list. Rob Cross, Dimitri Vandenberg, Richard Veenstra, Christian Kist, and Christo Reyes. Now, that is very, very important, folks, because Rob Cross, we were just talking about the match play, and we were talking, about how good it is and how important it is to people. Rob Cross is in spot number 15 for the match play, of which 16 qualify. Like, it is really important that Rob Cross picks some money up if he wants to go to Blackpool. So this, the fact that, and this is where we say, like, people pulling out creates a real benefit for some others, because there's been a number of pullouts for the Euro Tour this weekend. That brings Rob Cross in as a reserve, but that could hugely help him out when it comes to his quest for a trip to Blackpool. So he does have a tough opening game though down there against Cam Menzies, and then the winner will play Stephen Bunting in a little bracket there that includes very, very informed players. Gilding's been great lately. Luke Woodhouse has been superb. Chris Dobie, always a tough opponent. So it's a tough section of the draw that Rob Cross finds himself in. But I think maybe towards the middle here, I think there are opportunities. I do think there are opportunities. Christo Reyes has played some amazing darts this year. He could put 2 or 3 wins together. Very interested to see how Dimitri Vandenberg gets on. Seeing him at a Euro Tour this year is a bit, a reminder of him as a player that plays on stages and wins things.
As a person.
Is involved in televised darts, yeah, because he's not qualifying for very much. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens over the weekend. I'm quite looking forward to this weekend's Euro Tour. I get lots of people will rant and moan and say the big guns aren't there, and obviously the 4 lads playing tonight aren't there. We're missing a number of other high-ranked players, but I think the draw is quite a nice one, and I think we could see it could be interesting for some of them, that the likes of James Wade, perhaps Dobie, some of those players that we need. We keep expecting to see a bit more from, and they're overdue a little bit.
I'm looking at the guys who, like you're saying, you've expected going into the year more from in the first half. Mike De Decker, I believe this is Jimmy Van Ski's first Euro Tour appearance. And after winning the WDF last year, you would have been, that bewilders me that this, I believe, is his first time. I can't remember seeing him. Justin Hood's another one. Haven't seen him much this year on the Euro Tour, if at all, if memory serves me correct. So there's just names, like you said, James Wade's been a little quiet. Nathan Aspinall's been a rare appearance just because he's been pulling out. So there's just names. Jermaine Watamena is another one where, other than last weekend, you just haven't seen a lot of him. So a lot of opportunity, like you said, especially with a lot of these big names dropping. And then, on top of that, I mean, those are just a lot of the names that are relatively safe for the match play. It just makes the match play race so much more exciting when all the players that are pretty much already in the field are not here. You just have all the guys trying to get their spot. I mean, this is like a match play qualifier if you want to look at it like that.
It does, and I'm just going to because we've still got we haven't quite got live with the final yet. I'll throw that on because we can, because I'm getting used to how this works. So that, like you can see on the screen there, obviously everyone on the left is safe, and even if they move outside the 16, that other than Mike De Decker, they're all pretty safe when it comes to the Pro Tour Order of Merit as well. But over on that Pro Tour Order of Merit, you can see there, like Rob Cross, Damon Hector, Cam Menzies, like all playing in the Euro Tour they're this weekend. But thanks to the dropouts, Richard Veenstra also playing, Dave Chisnell also playing as well. So Lucas Venig also playing, Justin Hood is playing, Alan Suter is playing. So what we're seeing is there's obviously, we've now got, I believe, 6 Players Championships events, 2 Euros tours before the cut off for the match play. I think that's what we've got, is this and another Euro tour. Yes, we've got the Slovak Darts Open, 19th to the 21st of June. They are the last 2 Euro Tour events, and then I think 6 Pro Tours packed around that. So there aren't many opportunities, but they're all in the mix, or there's a lot of them that are putting themselves in the mix. They are giving themselves a chance, because you've got to be in this. You've got to be able to go and win the matches to earn the money.
Yeah,
Bo's problem is not being, so Bo Greaves is, she is in that chasing pack. She's in the chasing pack for a spot at the match play. However, she isn't playing in either Euro Tour, so she's not playing this weekend, and then she hasn't qualified. Whilst we've got some like great names, that have qualified for the next Euro Tour. Crystal Reyes there again, who could be in with a shot of closing the gap. Justin Hood is there, so he creates himself more opportunities along with Chisnell and Cross, but we don't have Bo Greaves, so she's going to have to make that money up in Pro Tours, and that's going to be a real challenge. They've sent Polly out into the
crowd.
Is she just in the crowd talking to people with drinks in their hand? Yeah, that could end in disaster. I imagine, and I'm gonna suggest that this was probably done considerably earlier, and will be edited because you can't probably trust what anybody's going to come out with on a live broadcast. I wouldn't have thought.
You'd love to see the deleted scenes, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe. I'd like to see them. Not sure I'd be happy with my kids seeing them.
Yeah.
I don't think, but I think we're getting more crowd shots, and I think we're not far. I think we're getting close, folks. So the final is nearly with us.
The last thing I'll say on the Euro Tour this weekend is I can't remember a Euro Tour where, and this is obviously what happens when the big names aren't, most of the big names aren't there. There are some, but it's so tight at the top. I mean, the favorite is Wessel Nyman, which is already a bit surprising given we've only really seen him pull it off once on a big stage at 6-1. I mean, the favorite's 6-1. Van Veen's 8-1.
That's the beauty of
this. It's gonna be a fun one.
That's what happens when you remove these two. You know, the two that we're about to see. You know, you remove them, and even the bookmakers go, "Oh,
no clue." I mean, I was looking at the draw. I'm like, I have no idea.
We're not really used to anybody else winning anything. So how do we know?
Might be a good weekend to take a few flyers, some long shots.
Here's Lewis.
Yeah, there we go.
So, what was everyone's predictions at the start of the night? I think did I pick Humphreys to beat Littler? I think I did.
I think I had Humphreys over Price, so that shows you how much you should listen to me. I think I had like 10-8. Yeah, were we all Humphreys?
I can't remember what Dan was.
Or were we all? We might have been all.
I predicted Littler beating Humphreys in the final.
Okay.
We will see. Are they going to up it for the final, Dave, or have they spent a bit too much in the semis?
I sure hope not.
I just want it to be like, remember the first final where it was like the 9-darter was pretty much the decisive moment. It was that brilliant.
Yeah,
that's
what we need.
I've been infiltrated.
Yeah.
Right.
Predictions.
Littler's going to beat Humphreys. It's going to be something like 8-9 and 2-11 to Luke. I mean,
11. Yeah, 11-8 or 11-9.
Yeah, something like
You
that.
can't sit on the fence. Which one? 11-8 or 11-9?
11-8.
11-8.
Nice.
So your prediction is Luke's going to beat Luke?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yep. Good one.
That's a very good
I can get behind that.
Yeah. I think you've got a chance of being right here with Luke being Luke. I think you'd be okay. I think you'd be all right.
All right.
Have we done predictions in the chat room? Is everyone right? So last chance for everybody to get in. There's loads of people watching. If you stick your prediction, we've picked averages as well. But get picks and scores in the chat room.
My bathroom break before we start. It's my turn. I'll be back.
Enjoy.
Oh, you've cut it fine, Dave.
He is cutting it fine there.
Very brave.
He's relying on warm-up darts, getting plenty of warm-ups. We've got some good. Let's have a look at predictions in there. Kevin's gone. Littler win 11-8. He agrees with you.
I do.
He agrees. Greatest Showman's gone 11-9. Luke, I can't. Come on, he's as bad as him. You can't just say Luke. Which one? Rob's gone Littler 11-7. Scott Littler 11-8. Littler 11-8 is very popular. Be Kind Rewind all the way in New Zealand. Humphreys 11-10. If we see another deciding leg.
Humphreys 11-10.
Well, we've had two. So far, we've seen every single leg that we could have seen tonight. We've seen 10-9, 10-9. So 11-10. Like have we had? There's a question in the chat room.
11-9 there by some.
Who's got that? 11-9 win. 11-9. Reese has gone nuke 11-8 in the chat room. There's still the stat legends are in still. Have we ever had every single leg possible in the Premier League on a Premier League finals night? Have we ever seen every leg that we could?
Littler, that's
dominant.
I can take a look at that.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I was going to say I did have it open somewhere where we could see, like
we've only had
one deciding leg. Two deciding legs. 2022
and 2017. Van Gerwen and Peter Wright. I'm looking at it here. I do not know that.
Right, you investigate those 2 years then. You investigate those 2 years. Let's see if we've ever seen every leg before. Hugh, where referee in the final?
We have not. 2022, each semi was 10-4. Who did Cullen and MVG beat? Little trivia.
Who in when?
2022.
What year? 2022 finals
Cullen
night.
had those match stars.
MVG. Wade.
Yes.
James Wade. Because it was, well, again, you know how I said about this year will be forgettable, and it's because that 2022 wasn't a forgettable year because of that final with Joe Cullen. I think that just the whole lineup that year gave us a lot of just interest. It was Gary's last one, I think, wasn't it? We haven't seen Gary since then. Joe Cullen's debut, so like it was a big year that, and. Yeah, it does her on commentary. Glenn's on commentary, but we can't hear him.
We can't.
Because if we put the commentary on there, these good folks will hear it, which is good for them.
Yeah, our amazing commentary, though.
Yeah, well. But then we'll get shut down on copyright.
Yeah. That's
so
this is it, boys. 4 months.
We're off and running in the final.
Yeah, so this would be the first time. That'd be fun. 11-10. For those curious, 2017.
And Humphreys has won the Bull, Dave. We know how important that one can be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, if we go all the way, that'd be can't say it can't happen. We've seen it twice already tonight.
Do we is anyone putting any importance whatsoever on whoever won the Bull and goes first? Littler lost, of course, and that was a convincing holder throw from Humphreys. 1-0.
That's that's what you want the first leg of a final, isn't it?
Well, what you also want is your opponent to then throw 38 on his first visit to try and hold his throw. In an ideal world.
And it's punished.
If he breaks him and goes 2-0 up, we'll all just have to remember that it's Luke Littler and he won't start.
I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say call your bookie, call your bookmaker, and get in on Littler.
Is the scoring correct here? Or...
The Simpson family's taking over here. The wife, I've got he's jumped in on the stream. The wife's in the chat room.
I think my wife just said something in the chat as well.
Littler 11-8. You know what? He's getting away quick here, and Luke Littler can't do much about it.
It's going to be, but we've seen him get away quick against Clayton.
Yeah, he's going to get a chance here though. Luke Humphreys to break. I think he should do. There you go, 140.
Yeah, a good chance. 2 darts.
Update the score. This scoring app's bobbins.
Yeah, I was going to say they're a mess.
Absolute.
It's not even right. He's on 151 Humphreys. Oh, on my screen he is at least.
Dun, dun. 2-0.
Wow.
2-0 then opening with a ton, averaging 114. We're not expecting that one, were you? It's a good job you're not old enough to have a bet in it. You'd be skimmed.
I was very confident in the
Right, you've had 2 legs and a break of throw. Go
Oh,
and keep your mum company now. Say bye to the good people.
goodbye to the good people.
See you later, mate. Have a good
Not a
night.
good person.
This is. I mean, if Luke can get the break straight back.
Judy, that's his day made now. He'll be able to tell all his mates he's been on YouTube.
He's a celebrity now, mate.
He'll be telling all his pals at school how many views he's had
Showing the replay.
on the stream.
That's awesome.
Oh, we missed the last one. This needs to go.
It has to go. I mean, this could tee up what we're about. There you go. This could tee up what we're about to see as well, you know, because hold break. Ooh. If this is, I don't think so. In the chat room there, like, and I'll stick it on because I'm not like obvious and predictable. I honestly don't think that this is like. I don't think this is a predictable game. I genuinely don't. I think you know. I don't know whether you maybe have Humphreys taking the early break as predictable because Luke starts a bit slower, but.
I mean, when these two are playing well, then the stakes of one bad dart is just it gets punished every time.
Yeah.
There's literally no room for error.
Now, Kevin's mentioned there that if Humphreys wins this, as he timed it perfect, like there is a chance, especially if you look at the way that he's played Euro Tour, the way that he, like just the way that his form has gone in recent weeks, you could argue that he's timed it absolutely perfectly. Pro Tour, sorry, he's played absolutely gorgeous starts on the Pro Tour. 2-2, Desmond again.
That break of throw went pretty quick, didn't it?
We've seen Desmond every game tonight, haven't we? Averaging 109, 106-ish. Are we up to now? We dropped a little bit. 111. Humphreys is averaging 111 and a half, and he's just been pegged back. He's just been pegged back 2 legs.
This game could be that standard, and they talk about it on commentary all the time, so it's not an unreal bit of analysis where one treble in your opening 3 gets punished. You need 2, don't you? You need 140s, 130s.
Yeah. You do the way these two are going at it. Like they're all, you know, we're already seeing, you know, we've played 4 legs and we've already got 6 visits, you know, 7 visits, 140 plus now. It's relentless, the pair of them.
Who blinks first?
Well, I think that's a big visit as well, but they're needed. But still, you're never safe though. There, 94. He's
disappeared very quickly. That
in 2 darts.
You're just not safe with both of them. Like it's not just a little thing. If your opponent is on under a ton, you are not safe.
It's 265 and 6 darts. Or
you
5
can
darts.
genuinely do nothing wrong in a leg and still lose the leg. Like you don't have to make mistakes to get punished.
No. And if you're not chucking 10 dart legs, you're up against it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can't have. You've got to get things done in 4 visits. Like that is literally that's how you have to play that darts. Yeah, you have to be done in 4. It doesn't matter really. No, to be fair, 10 dart, 11 dart, 12 dart, it doesn't matter because they all win you the point. You know, if it goes in 10 or goes in 12, you still win the leg. But you've only got 4 visits against both of these lads.
That's pressure back on Luke's throw. Opportunity, Humphreys. Do you know what? That would have been Humphreys' biggest finish of the entire season. His highest checkout is 164 for his Premier League campaign. Little bit of research I did on the toilet, that boys. You're welcome.
Hey,
Martel said they're trying to find a whistler in the crowd. I haven't really seen any expressions from them, but
Why on earth would you spend the money to go to the Premier League final and be an absolute bell-ending whistle?
never understood it. Well, it's a few drinks and a wager, and there you go. That's unfortunately the cocktail.
Radiohead's cheering on Humphreys from Italy. This is probably the most global stream I've ever done on here. We managed to take off.
Yeah,
I think we've ticked off 5 continents and most of Europe. I think is when we've got round.
Yeah, we've done all right. Oh, 4 perfect. I was starting to get excited.
Oh, I don't know if you know, I just leaned forward in my seat there just in time for that one to miss. So, oh, God.
I tell you
this
what,
is a game where it could happen, though.
it does feel like the way these are chucking at the pace they are as well. I mean, this is ridiculous, really. 1-3-4 needs to go. It needs to be 12 darts, as you see it.
Look at the averages.
Oh, my
Are
word.
you kidding me?
Luke. Wow, that's big.
What is this?
Wow, this is silly.
I did say that tonight could overshadow like a really lackluster league phase, and so far they're doing everything they can.
I'm not getting ahead of myself.
These two, though, they just make it look normal. Like they almost lull you into you thinking this is how darts is played.
I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I am going to look at the highest combined average in the final because this is we're in the 220s.
It's sillier than that. I mean, that 1-3-4, 54 tops, that was different. You just know he'd love to hit a fish back just to retaliate.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
Can he put a bit of pressure on? 74 is not the most straightforward. Something like this might be the difference at ton plus. Oh, clinical Luke Humphreys.
Wow.
2 ton pluses in a row. Wow.
It's what it's going to take, though, isn't it? It's what
That's going to be the difference.
Averaging 112. Like again, if you look lit and you're averaging 109 and find yourself again, a break behind, 2 legs adrift, averaging 110. It's you're in a match, don't you?
He does need to be careful, though. This leg, if you lose it, it's not the end of the world, but you don't want to be 7-3 going into that first break there. He needs to make sure he picks up one of the next 2. Humphreys 1-2-1. We've seen that one already tonight, haven't we?
We have seen it go already, and I tell you, if it goes again and it gets another ton plus, like I think this.
Oh my word!
Wow!
I mean, we are seeing Luke Littler possibly play his ear game, and it's not good enough at the minute.
This is unbelievable.
Is it worth me saying at this point that the highest Premier League final average of all time is 112.37?
It's certainly worth it making a note of that number for future reference.
That's the highest Premier League average, like at final average of all time, which is, somewhere beneath what Luke Humphreys is currently averaging, 6-3 up.
And even the
this is
fella getting beat by 3 legs isn't too far off it. Like,
I was going to say, like, Littler could come second in that.
it's ridiculous.
The highest.
This has to go.
When I say combined, I'll just add them together because it's easier. But the highest Premier League final combined average was 2010, Taylor Wade. It was 211.75.
That's going.
You could smash
We
that.
are at 226 something.
Yeah, that's
It's nowhere near.
We could smash that. Tell you what, that was a big 81 at the end from Littler.
67%. Luke Humphries as doubles are absolutely clinical.
So what's the mindsets at the break then for the pair of them?
I don't know who's happy. You know, I don't. I'll tell you what I do think. I actually think, and I think this bodes well. I'm going to say the word "I think" 40 times before I spit it out. It could be very, very positive for both of them. Luke Humphries will look at the fact that he's 6'4" up. He's halfway there. He's averaging just shy of 115. I think we'll be very happy with the way things are going. Luke Littler knows that he's playing incredibly well. He's only one break a throw behind, and he will probably believe that the Luke Humphries 115 average can't sustain. And he probably thinks that his 111 can. I think he'll think that there's a wobble somewhere. But I think they'll both be happy.
I don't think Humphries wanted the break. I think the break possibly favours Littler. But, I mean, coming out and getting straight back to 111 is not easy at the same time. They've both chucked some silly darts in there.
Live odds have Littler at. Oh, I have it right here.
Go on, tell me a silly number.
6-4.
Not silly enough.
He's an underdog.
I mean, how quick 10 legs went by there? It must have been about 15 minutes tops.
It's almost one of those, the way they're playing, like I don't even know if I have positive or negative emotions at the break. You're just so locked in. You're just like, there's not, whatever my opponent does, I don't care. Like, this is as good as I've got. This is my fastball.
I just hope it stays there. We're in for a treat if it does.
Just so you know, Charlie, because we've been getting pelleters all night. This isn't our scoring system. We are this is so the logo in the top left. This is the official PDC one. I've literally just cut their website and planted it in the middle of the stream here because they do have a live score function. It's not amazing, but rest assured, when the players get back scoring it again, it'll update itself. Like they've updated the score at the top. It's 6-4 to Luke Humphries, and after the break, because they have a break after 10 legs. Is anybody willing to change their prediction? And I'm mainly thinking in the chat room because you both picked Humphries to beat Littler, didn't you?
I did, and after that, I mean, look, Littler can come back, but I'm not changing. I'm sticking for sure.
I'm staying. I don't.
It?
I still don't feel comfortable though.
Do we have any mid predictions? Jarlath Eaton is in the chat. Good evening, mate. Littler finds a way. I mean, I honestly think they'll both be happy at the break. Like, you couldn't not play in the way you are, and I think Littler might think that Humphries can't sustain potentially that huge average.
Yeah.
While he's here, though, let's just say hello.
Going in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Jarlath. Thanks for being in the Barney Army.
Love you. Thanks for watching.
And to answer your question, Kevin, yes, I'm feeling very warm. Manchester's hot, and I'm upstairs in a very hot house, but we power through.
Oh, it's not as hot up here. It's not as hot this side of the Pennines. It's I mean, don't get me wrong, it has been. It has been hot. I think the peak that we got up to today. I mean, at the minute, 21 degrees is what we're at. I don't know what that is in American for Dave. I don't know what 21 degrees is over there. You're like a Fahrenheit, don't you, over there? I don't know what that could mean. I think it'd be about -400 or something. I don't know.
It's 70 degrees. Yeah, that's like room temperature. It's great.
Yeah, it's currently 21 degrees here outside, which to be fair is warm for the north of England at 9:45 at night.
Yeah, we're not built for it.
Yeah, it's 72 here, so yeah, probably like 22.
That was a sharp 11-dart break there in retaliation from Mr. Littler.
Wow.
It's not messing about at all, is he? How many went perfect there? 4 perfect? 4 perfect darts at the beginning.
41 after 9. But he hasn't quite kept his foot on the gas there. Oh, and Humphreys. Oh, this is so good.
Bloody hell.
This is so good.
I mean, it's not. It's you know, to this point, it's the greatest final. It's the greatest Premier League final of all time. Come at me, like I've got numbers to back it up. I've got numbers. It's funny, isn't it, Humphreys? Every time he hits a ton, his average drops. That's mad.
It just doesn't.
I mean, at some point, we're going to get in like best final ever discussions if it stays close. Like
that's what I mean. Like it's not far. This
like any final. I mean, they're both 110 plus, and it's like 11-10.
Right, this is big because Humphreys has been deadly from around here.
One of these is going to go. Oh,
who?
not this one.
Not for Luke. He hasn't even left it that handy from 1-2-2.
Yeah, we've had a few suggestions of 9 darters in the chat room, and it's all this match is missing so far, and he's missed the ball. 112 right. Plays 112. Crap, isn't it? Rubbish.
Does Humphreys blink?
Do better.
Oh, he's blinked.
He has blinked and all. This is only a hold of throw, though, guys. This is just a hold of throw for 6-all if Littler pins this. You don't see that very often, do you? Humphreys comes for Littler's favourite and takes the double 10 out.
That was a chance. That'll hurt.
And that is another breaker. Once again, Luke Humphreys takes a break of throw ahead. Conte just nudging ahead, and then Littler reins him back in. But sooner or later, you run out of time because your opponent's won.
That's it. I mean, he can't fancy him to get a shot every leg, and he's got to be taken coming back with 25-3 in hand. You do just feel that anywhere from like the 260, 270 range, these are going to go out in 6.
It's just the worry here. That's a big 180 visit there, leaving 87. Especially knowing he's going to get a chance at it. You know, he's guaranteed to get a goal. And that again,
38's a bit funny though. Does he go for?
Yeah, it is pressure though. Hang on, there you go.
Oh, this is huge. This is huge.
15.
Will he split?
Oh.
They're getting nervy. The averages are dropping.
Hit the big number. There we go. And there's your break back. So a break's only a break if you hold after it, isn't it? Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
Oh my! Those 3 darts at 19 were so close.
I think I've just seen them, actually. I've just looked up.
Like, monster starting with a 140. Like, you've got to be throwing 10 darts on you. 180, there you go. The only way you can keep pace. Like, this could be the leg. This could be the 9. God, surely we can get one.
He's went to 2 trebles twice, and it might not be enough on his throw.
No, 140.
Right, you need 2 again.
There you go. That's it.
Fair play.
84 after 9.
Is that good?
It's in our house. Certainly is on my board.
That was clinical. 11 dart gold after the break.
Unbelievable. Like, what this is.
Yeah, that is a, what do you have?
This is going to be decided by a moment of brilliance or a silly leg where everyone misses. They're just, Littler.
It's in there, isn't it? There's one in there, surely.
We haven't had, we've only had the one this season, haven't we?
Yeah, Josh Rock.
Go on.
Up. 4. No!
Oh, yeah, Luke.
Rubbish. It's only averaging 130.
Rubbish.
Corny.
Pub darts.
Oh
171.
my God.
That's
Gonna go 4 into the 9 and lose the leg.
The interesting thing from here, though, because we are now in, like, this is the business end. Like, this is a race to the finish line. Humphreys still on throw. Humphreys can just hold his throw and win this. Like, he can hold his throw and win the title. And that might be, like, that should just be the aim from here. Like, he doesn't need to do big work and move on Littler's throw. Just needs to hold his throw, concentrate, and he'll win it.
the pressure's on Littler to do it, break him. One leg at a time for Luke Humphreys. I said Luke and then realised.
His doubles they've been fine tonight.
85,
I'm not too worried if he gets a pressure one.
Punishable.
Yeah, then that's a bit like my darts. That never mind. 84 remaining after 9. 84 scored after 9 is far more rare.
Stefan, is this where the scrappiness starts as the finish line approaches? No, I'll shut up. Back to 140s.
Yeah, there you go.
27.
Yeah, I was just saying, imagine when you're in a crisis when your average drops to 109. It's a disaster. Big visit from Litter again. It's important, I think, to keep that power scoring, even in the legs where, when your opponent's had a couple, 3 treble-less visits in a row. It is easy to switch off. This 136 again, if he can pop this out. Here we go.
Oh.
It's just flashed up on Sky there, and it's a tiny bit behind. Luke Littler's average against throw is 120.
I mean,
that's just stupid.
Throw a 12 darter on your throw and you lose the leg.
Which fair play to Humphreys for combating that and still being ahead. That's ridiculous. Well, being level now, I guess, but. Tell you what, these could have played first to 20 in the time it takes normal people to play first to 11.
It's nuts, isn't it? I mean, I'm not complaining about the pace of it, and we've been at this for nearly 3 hours. So.
Oh no, I'm not mourning, mate. I'm just.
What is quite nice. This is the cool difference between a watch along and the fallout bar that we normally do. Is normally it gets to about 11 o'clock, and we come on and talk about it. I feel quite nice. I feel like I've got it all out of my system. I've got it all out.
Everyone will not want to hear from us. They'll be sick of us by the end of this, mate.
Yeah. There will be no fallout bar tonight, folks. This is your lot. Michelle shouted, "Come on, Humphreys! 2 more. It's 3 more. First to 11. We are playing a very, very slightly longer format now that we've got to the final. So it's not first to 10 anymore. It's first to 11. But
Well, that's not really that much pressure.
no, it's not at all. And if he pops this 888,
First start.
He paused for a split second throwing at that double 16 on the champagne. Good hit on the 8.
Cons is thinking the TV companies charge too. I agree, TV companies far too much. So you're better off just watching it on here with us. It's far better than paying.
They completely messed the score up there. Little just missed 2 darts to go 98 up.
Yeah, I was going to say he wasn't at 143. He was at 96.
96. And he hit treble 20 first dart.
Yeah. It's not good, this scoring system.
It's not
It's
ideal.
great when it works. Like it's a brilliant concept. And it's lovely.
What's worse is I'm looking at it, then I look up and then it takes me brain about 5 seconds to compute that this is wrong. So I'm like,
yeah. That's not what's happening.
It's not marrying up.
Luke's now 2 away. Correct.
The both might be at this rate.
We need a fallout bar for the fallout bar. Jay went. I think we might after tonight.
Yeah, I do think this might be the something we do a little bit more regularly. Certainly on finals nights, we might start to do a little bit more. We'll stick with the fallout. We'll do them, but it might be that when we do a final, we do a bit of a watch along or something more interesting. It's good fun.
Needs to go.
It does.
Best of 3 for the Premier League.
There you go. Short format games. Nice and warmed up. Yeah, you've had an 18 leg warm up for a best of 3.
Barring anything catastrophic, that average.
Is this where he makes his move?
That combined average record is going to go out the window.
Yeah, it's not even going to be close, is it?
Oh,
that is a huge.
Oh my!
That's a huge slip. Hang on.
Oh my God!
Oh, hang on!
Don't even tell me.
So better be right. By the way, if
from
this is the app
Luke
messing up, my laptop's going out the window.
Right. Hang on.
Oh.
40 after 9. Poor that. Get rid of him. Doesn't deserve to be in the final.
Oh, that was so close to us getting a 9 on the stream as well. That would have been amazing.
I'm still watching on the telly. I don't trust this.
He's done it. And that was a break of throw.
10 dart break.
Is this the first time Littler's been in the lead?
Humphries went 2-0 up, didn't he?
Is this the first time he's been in the lead for the whole match? And it's to then hold for the title.
Good time to do it.
Oh,
that would be my strategy.
Oh,
no. Oh man, that is.
I mean, if you're Luke Humphries, what more?
I tell you what, that treble 17 was a mile away as well.
Was it?
Oh, straight into the fattest bit of the big segment. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was as if he was setting up tops. Like that's genuinely what it was.
Yeah, that was a low miss.
Big miss. But
needs a it's still not done this though, boys. Not yet.
No.
Might be in 5 seconds.
Yeah, it could be.
Needs it.
Depends on this visit's. Oh, that's nowhere near.
He's got 6
that's
darts
the
in there.
Worst time for a trebleless visit. 6 darts from 164. What will he leave himself? What will he choose?
He'll miss on the bull. Oh no, he's not even gonna get close.
There's a treble.
Very sensible.
64, and that's average, so 113.42. If he takes this out, then that's the greatest Premier League winning average of all time.
Oh, a little bit of pressure though.
That's what we like. We like pressure. Oh,
match start missed.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
And the 68 goes. Oh, we've got a decided leg.
Oh my God!
We have now seen, folks, every single leg that we could, every available leg that we could have seen tonight, we have seen. We have seen a deciding leg in all 3 games.
140 to start. That is solid.
Big visit. What a finals night this is. A triple noble.
Do you know what?
Might be
After
the
20
best.
legs, they're still going 140 to start.
Might be the best session ever of darts. This is just.
I mean, 100, that's a chance. Like, that's the chance you're going to have to take.
Yeah, you're right. This could be the best session of darts ever. 85, not enough. Not enough.
Probably
Oh
not.
my word! I mean, you've
Two
got
trebles,
probably
1
9 from
threes.
here.
Ooh, it goes up.
I mean, but this has to be. It's got to be a max. It's got to be a max,
And it isn't.
and it's
That's
not.
pretty
It's a
good.
1, 3, 4.
156 players, 1 4
Oh,
2.
I mean, if
4
one of
Premier
these
League.
go. Oh
Oh,
my God!
That's not a great attempt. If this 1-4-2 goes, then this is the best Premier League final ever. And it is already. It's not going. 54. That's a better
1-3.
lead though. Your 113, Luke Humphreys, is gonna have to be on.
Treble 18. No.
No.
Wow.
You will get
Keep it
2
handy.
darts for the title.
He's left it very handy.
2.
11.
What? What?
Oh,
he's
he's
in
in
it.
it.
11-10.
I need to see it on telly to believe
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Wow.
Luke Littler, ladies and gentlemen, is your 2026 Premier League darts champion, becoming just the 4th player to win this title twice. Luke
What a
Humphreys
match.
pushed
That
him
is
every
unbelievable.
single step of the way without a shadow of a doubt. Oh,
Wow.
that's such a naughty finish as well. How's he missed the big number throwing for the title?
I mean, the set of bollocks on the kid. To mess it up, throwing the
Man.
big number, recompose and pin tops last dart.
Yeah, what a victory though. £350,000 Luke Littler has just secured himself.
And a new Premier League high average of 117.27. Sorry, 217.27 combined.
Is that what the combined average was it?
I think so. I've just tried to add it up.
211 was the record.
What did Littler finish on? What was his finishing average?
111.67, so just short.
Oh, so it's the 2nd greatest average of all time. But when Michael Van Gerwen averaged that 112.37, he did it against Michael Smith averaging 97.
It's
So he was on a
different,
bit.
isn't it,
He was on a bit
deciding,
of a free
isn't
hit
it?
there, to be honest, wasn't he? Yeah, that was absolutely. So, but to be honest, every bit, both of the semi-finals were absolutely superb. What a final that was as well.
You know what? The Premier League, it gets a lot of talk about is it entertaining and is it good? But tonight, it's been one of the best nights of darts I've watched in ages. You can't complain. Everything's went to the death. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, really impressive. Really
Really
impressive. Hey, stunning, to be honest, wasn't it? Like, that is as good as it gets.
Wow. That's got to hurt for Humphreys. Man,
He hit the 11 and we're just like, what the hell are you doing?
imagine an average in 105 in a final and getting beat. Not even getting dart for it.
Well, again, so now, as we know, Luke Littler now, if you believe in such a thing as the Triple Crown, I know some people don't, he holds it all. He is the reigning champion of all. That Premier League he wasn't carrying around until today. That was, Luke Humphreys was the reigning champion until about 4 minutes ago. And now that title does belong to Luke Littler. Well, folks,
I cannot believe it.
I think that, well, in 8 seconds will be quite enough for us tonight, because that'll take us into 3 hours. Important to log those those next like big numbers at the front end.
Hour.
The algorithm, yeah, I think that helps them with the sponsors. So yeah, we've ticked into 3 hours. That's good. Thanks. The benefit of all those games going to the wire today. But it's one of the biggest watch songs. The numbers have been absolutely insane. The amount of people watching is completely like blown away any Fallout bar we've ever had. So thanks for following along, everybody that's joined us for it. Thank you both, Dan and Dave, across the Pennines and across the pond. Very much appreciated you both joining us this evening. It's been a real good bit of fun. Nice way to watch the fight. Like I watched loads of darts and loads of finals, and it was a lovely way to watch it. So yeah, there will be more of these, folks. Keep an eye out. Keep, as always, following all the channels. Make sure you're subscribed if you've not watched this before, because we do a lot of interesting stuff like this. We'll be back on. In fact, no, we're back every day, because Phil's streaming every game of the Euro Tour for the next 3 days. So yeah, we're here every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday night, 8 p.m. we'll have the live lounge. So yeah, just make sure you're following along. Thank you all very much, folks. Have a pleasant evening. Good night.
Cheers, lads.